1 pick in the NHL draft, but the minute can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run.
That's Lawrence Taylor.
Call them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 8:80 a.m. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
So on its own, the Football Friday is very busy. I mean, very, very busy. We have Jordan Ranaan, 7:35. Rich Cimini right after him at 7:45. 7:55, we go around the league, led by the great RJ Santillo. 8:30, the Football Frenzy. 9:15, Stuff You Missed. 9:30, NFL Picks. 9:50, Plays of the Week. But with everything going on in the world of sports now, aside from what we have on a normal Football Friday, this show's going to go very fast today. Good morning, Rick. How are you?
We really screwed that one up yesterday, David.
Who screwed what up?
We screwed it right up.
What did we screw up?
Thursday Night Football. We screwed it right up.
No, I screwed it up.
Ugh.
You were not certain. You were
Go,
hemming and hawing.
Go.
Of course I was hemming and hawing. I mean, no one was certain. If we were certain, we would have taken it. But, I mean, for all the reasons why you took them last week against Indy, you and RJ both took them, was the reason why we should have taken them last night.
Yeah, should have taken them last night. And RJ even said before the show, goes, yeah, you were right on that one. I was right on it enough to not take it, is how right on it I was.
Gun shy.
Yeah, well, listen, I think I'm 1-5 in my last 6, so very gun shy.
And you just got hurt by them, so I get it.
Yeah, I wasn't ready to jump back in, and there's nothing worse than losing the Thursday night game.
The worst.
So I didn't do it, but it was a non-competitive game that crushed them.
Yeah, I think the old Carson Wentz experience is going to come to an end here.
Yeah, well, first of all, I actually felt bad for him last night. The amount of physical punishment and hits that he took was like, every time he took a hit, I'd be like, oh, God, like it looked like they were slowly killing him in the game last night, didn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, you could see his left arm was in bad shape.
His left arm was in bad shape. I think they showed at the end of the game 40% of the snaps that he dropped back, he was under pressure. It was not good.
No, they couldn't run the ball. I mean, and then Kevin O'Connell after the game made it pretty clear. JJ's healthy. JJ's going to play.
Well, yeah. I mean,
thank you for your service, Carson. But it's time to move on.
I'll tell you what, he's a tough guy.
He's tough. He's
tough. No doubt about that. But good? No, I wouldn't say he's good anymore. Vikings are. I mean, they're on the verge of being done here.
They are, dude. I mean, they are teetering right now.
Right.
And it's not like they have someone they don't have a proven commodity that's coming back to save the day. You know what I'm saying?
We have a guy that's given you one good quarter of football.
And guess where they're playing next, Dave?
Yeah, at Detroit.
At Detroit.
You don't like that game. So if you lose that game, you go to 3-5. You still got at Green Bay. You got at Seattle. Yep. You host Baltimore. You host Washington. At Dallas. At the Giants. Home to Detroit. Home to Green Bay to end the season. I don't know. I feel like this is not going to be the year.
Well, that Giants game too is no layup now.
No.
I mean, see, that's the thing. Like you look at your schedule now and you see the Jets, and you're like,
well, you laugh.
Okay. Now we'll get right. Like this is a good get right game. Like if the next game for Kevin O'Connell was the Jets with J.J. McCarthy coming back, he'd be like perfect.
That'd be. I mean, outside of the Titans, and I'm not trying to give you a hard time. Like this is what we have to say. Outside of the Titans, I don't know that there's a softer landing spot than the Jets.
Maybe the Raiders right now are pretty bad too.
Yeah, they are really bad because they keep telling you every week. It's like no. This is the week we run the ball 20 times to Genti. It's like stop saying that. Stop telling us you're going to run the ball. You don't run the ball.
How do you run the ball how do you run the ball 20 times if you only have 3 first downs?
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. But, I mean, you talk about disappointments. Ashton Genti has to be a massive disappointment this season.
Yeah, I don't think he's overly thrilled with how he's being used. But, I mean, forget him. I mean, yes, don't forget him. But Geno Smith, man.
Oof.
I mean, Geno Smith was kind of, hey, Pete Carroll comes in, brings in a guy he knows is going to right the ship. Like you have that, that veteran presence to kind of get this thing back on track, and it has not been good.
It's been awful. I mean, you could argue when you talk about the most disappointing teams in the NFL that the Raiders have to be right there.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think a lot of that was because of who they hired, right? Tom Brady's more involved now. They bring in Pete Carroll, but that team right now is
they stink.
Oof,
they really
they're not
stink.
The Jets. Let's not get crazy.
No. That's a special level of stink.
Yes, yeah.
That's like having showered in you've been held in captivity and you just got out. That's the Jets level of stink.
Right, like it's even bath fitter couldn't save you.
Well, I don't know about that.
But you're probably right.
I mean, Bath Fitter is really a tremendous company, but you're right. I mean, the level of stink the Jets have right now is it's you don't see this all the time.
No, here's what I'll say though. Bath Fitter is such a good company that Bath Fitter would smell you and be like, "Listen,
build a shower."
No. Normally we would take your money, but we think you smell so bad that we can't even build your shower.
They're so honorable.
Work. Yeah, so it won't work. Even our watertight, beautiful lifetime guaranteed shower is not enough to make you smell better.
It may not be. What do you search up, Raymond, that you have a sniffing sound?
That's you.
That's
you.
That
one I didn't even search up. That's one of the ones that just lives on the page. It's there.
What was I doing?
I can't remember the context of that. All I know is that you were sniffing.
I'm not even joking. I'm serious. This is my suggestion right now in front of God and them boys. If there is a day, if it's Thanksgiving, whatever the day is, that we're out, there should be at least 1 hour of our show that is dedicated to firing off all of the sound.
We could probably spend an hour playing drops too. Nothing but drops.
We could do that on a slow day in like the summer. We could be there and just do an hour of drops.
You know what would be great though? Is if we actually had the genesis of all the sound and like the person that's bringing the person that's hosting the show.
Like this is your life kind of thing.
Exactly.
If you remember where you were on May 9th, 2018.
Hey, bassoon, you get going.
Yeah. And here's Dave as a goat. And why is he a goat today? Because of this.
Right. That's right. And if you remember, we challenged Dave that he couldn't make the sound of a goat back in 2021, and he responded with this.
And now let's fire off all the different animals that Dave was during the course.
That's right.
And then that's like an hour of animal sounds.
It would be. RJ, how do you feel about that? One slow day, summer, maybe Mets, Yankees. That we talk about them having the day off, and then we get into some of the different sound.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to go through and catalog. It would really be something to go back and figure out the why. Like you just said, why did you make that sniffing sound? Who really knows?
I think we'd have to go back to Dave's birth to really figure out why.
No. But without making fun of me, if you see the date, can you then go back and would it be like in a rundown of why we got into a battle of sniffs?
It wouldn't be in a rundown, but we have to go back and actually listen to the real audio, which is doable.
Like, would you have any idea when during the show that happened, or do you now have to go back and listen to 4 hours of the show?
Yeah, we have an idea of when we grabbed it.
Yeah, you kind of get a ballpark. You get the idea.
I mean, I'd love to do it, but I know what that is.
Well, that just happened.
That's I could tell you that's the Tuesday. They lost that game. Oh, no, they won the game. Neighbors got hurt. Mm-hmm. It was that Tuesday, and I was told I had no energy.
Right. It was after the Monday that you stunk. Yeah.
I didn't stink.
Maybe I
we can barely get a graphic put on the bottom of the YouTube for 3 stars.
We've got pretty good graphics now, though.
Yeah, we got great graphics. I mean, we can barely muster up the resources for that. We're gonna have people go through shows to find out where the clips get.
Is that I'm all for this, but I don't know that the guys. I don't know it's fair to them.
No, there's no chance. We'd have to have Danny or somebody do it, or Savage.
I'm like the Terminator. I lose a limb. Back, I got the arm back.
What you don't know is I brought in Jordan Hudson to help with the graphics.
Jordan?
Really?
Yeah.
It's Jordan, RJ.
Is it really?
Yeah, Jordan.
Which she says her name is Jordan.
It's pronounced Jordan.
She's a treat.
And she knows how to use Adobe.
It's just
Have you seen his website, RJ? All you got to do is drag and click and put it over here.
Click, click, click.
Click, click, click.
I love how she's talking down to all like the website people. Like, I mean, come on.
Have you heard of this Adobe Photoshop?
Yeah, Adobe Photoshop is all you use. And I'm not even all that great in it, but if you look at his website, you see how good, in fact, I am. And you look at his website, you're like, what is this?
It's like just little video clips.
It's just like boxes of clips all over the place.
It's an embarrassment.
Awful.
We can say what it is. It's terrible.
RJ, you're not usually that negative towards things.
Well, but she's going after my people.
That's true.
I don't actually know those people, but she's going after the producers, the behind the scenes people at NFL Films, which, by the way, it's not an easy job to get. So clearly they just want to take her idea and say, interesting, and have no intent to do it and don't really want to take her advice.
I don't know. I think I could hear the eyes rolling back of the people that had to listen to that.
Yeah,
but
I agree with that.
Misread the situation so badly that she's like, no, here's what you do, step by step. You click this, and then you drag it here.
You click.
Do you think she's misreading the situation? I'm not sure.
No. I think she thinks that she is fully in charge of all things.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
Bill Belichick.
I don't doubt that at all.
You say that because she is.
She is.
Because he's given her that power.
Yeah, I think that in that moment, those people at NFL Films wanted to remember that the Milbury story I told you when Lorne was like, "Hey, why don't you get off Butch's back and let him coach?"
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, that's a great idea, Lorne. Let me think of that." F you. Like that's what they wanted to do. Oh, Adobe? That's cute,
But
Jordan.
he's clearly not going to do it. Hey, come on, stop with the Jordan. She has said she wants to be known as Jordan.
I believe it's Jordan. Yeah.
Oh,
It's not Jordan.
She's the
Jordan.
new Juan Jennings, JSN.
She's Yoko.
This is what we're going. This
That's
is what we're
I
doing
said
now.
that yesterday.
I know. She
what it
is
is.
Yoko.
Yeah.
What a
Like Yoko, she took down an icon.
I mean, Paul McCartney's probably horrified seeing what's going on right now.
Next step is Bill just is laying in bed with Jordana. They're just calling people and telling them how much they love him.
At what
to
point do
call
you think
it
they
show
do a
them.
reality show?
Well, they already had all that. I mean, they scrapped.
I know
all
they
that.
have all
tried.
the video of it.
They tried. I'd
Tried
watch
to
it.
trademark
I
all
am
his
telling
stuff.
you right now, that would be. I don't care what I was doing. I would watch that show live. That's not a tape situation. If he did if him and Jordan did a reality,
You'd have to watch it.
I'd have to watch it.
You'd have to watch it. All right, so there's a lot for us to get into. The story that was so rampant and we discussed as it was happening yesterday was, and the more I learn about it, the more bizarre it is. This NBA gambling story with Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups. The Billups one is wild.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's because it feels like it's a movie.
Because it like, at what point does Aaron Sorkin get his hands on this and put together, like, you're telling me you couldn't see like elite actors in the story
Yes.
being gripping, and you'd watch it, you'd be like, boy, I wouldn't believe any of that was true if I didn't know it was true.
Tell me right now, because I know you want this and I want it, and I'm sure RJ and Ray would want it too. This could not be a better storyline for a Rounders 2. Like weaved into Rounders 2.
Yeah, I don't know that I need it to be Rounders to me is such an iconic classic movie. I don't know that I would want it to go into a Rounders situation.
Yeah, but you couldn't see you couldn't see Worm being involved in something like this.
Of course I could.
Bet it all.
Of course I could. But you know what the thing is? It's hard enough to gamble. Like, the odds are stacked against you anyway when you're gambling. Whether you're gambling on cards or whether you're gambling on sports, like, that's difficult in its own right. There's only a few people that walk the earth that can be professional gamblers.
Right.
Now the fact that they're actually cheating and they're doing it led by seemingly an NBA head coach. I mean, this is, if I would have told you this story at 6 o'clock yesterday morning, said, here's what we're about to have happen, you would have thought I was insane.
Well, I think the issue yesterday was when the news broke, right? The assumption was when you said, like, you know, it's Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups involved with illegal gambling. The first thought was this is going to be related to, you know, what's going on in the NBA.
Of course.
Whether it's shaving your props, whether it's, you know, telling people, you know, who's playing and who's not playing. And then the whole poker thing drops. And it's like, really? Like,
Yeah,
we're talking
what?
about like X-ray tables and watermark cards and like all the different things that they went into cheating these games. And this is a traveling game. It's in, you know, it's in the Hamptons. It's in LA. It's in Vegas. I guess that the reason why, well, I mean, Chauncey Billups was the draw, right? Like, come play cards with
Right.
Chauncey Billups. But I think that part of it, too, because I listened to a clip. I've been trying to find it for like the last 20 minutes.
I'd love to hear, because you mentioned it, that, like, how people can't be that dumb, can
Well,
they?
yeah, they were that dumb. They were going back, and the guy in the clip, who I think is a professional poker player, was like, "Yeah, we all kind of knew that there was something going on with this game," and people would be like, "No, it's legitimate." And I think part of that might have been the fact that, you know, having Chauncey Billups there legitimizes it, right? Like, I mean,
Of course.
what is a Hall of Fame NBA player who's made tons of money? Like, why would he be caught up with why would he participate in this is his game that's being fixed?
But how dumb would you have to be to learn? Like, if you were in a game, and obviously you're getting your clock cleaned, right?
Yeah.
And you have rumblings of this is not on the up and up. Things are happening that are nefarious in this game. You wouldn't think, you know, maybe I go find another game? Like, that's lunacy.
Right, but I think that there's something cool for those people. Well, I know there is. That you're getting a chance to play in this
Play
big
and
time.
lose all your money?
Well,
to-
this
to
big time
Chauncey
poker game.
Billups?
Well, but how many times have you seen that? Like, and I'm not talking cheating games where like these wealthy guys with tons of money who aren't great at cards end up trying to play against professional poker players.
Yes, but
they
I think
get killed.
You go in knowing that you're going up against a professional player, and the odds are you're not going to win. When you're playing with just regular guys, I mean, there must be hands where like you have 3 7s and they're like they're pushing into the middle of the table because they know that their hand beats you. Like there must be hands. You're like, boy, it almost felt like they knew my hand and my cards.
Right, but I think, and I don't know this for a fact. I was listening to it yesterday and reading a bunch about the story. Was that the way it was being orchestrated was like even the machine that shuffled the cards was fixed in a way that you could tell, like you could see what the cards were coming out. So they would know which person at the table had the best hand, and then they would let someone know, and that person would kind of run how the hand would go. But I think they gave the ability to kind of maneuver the table to like the really good card players or the better card players. I can't get enough of it, so I keep reading about it. But
it's a wild story. I can't. I mean, if you told me the movie was coming out next week, I would line up to go watch it. Like I'm doing my movie list, which we will not do today because it's a football Friday, 9:30. We're busy, so we won't. We'll pick it back up on Tuesday. We'll do 15 to 11, then we'll do 10 to 6 on Wednesday, and then Thursday we'll give you the final 5. But if you told me this movie was debuting, like I can't wait to watch this movie. This is exactly my kind of movie. Like Rounders, I love that movie. And that's not even a real story. This is a real story that we have unfolding right before our eyes.
Yeah, it's almost like a Rounders meets Ocean's 11 kind of deal.
Yes. It's exactly. You tell me you couldn't see like George Clooney involved in this movie?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean this has everything you would want. It's got the mob, it's got everything.
Right. It's got, out in the Hamptons, Vegas, like places that you're interested in. It's got FBI now involved. It's got I mean, what in the world? I mean, Chauncey Billups, we were talking about this before the show. You guys said he was getting paid like $50,000 to be in this game, to be like the face of the game, that it would. You know this better than me. I mean, Chauncey Billups is an NBA Hall of Famer. That he can't find like doing ads on TV, commercial work that he can, like hang out with Chauncey Billups for a day kind of thing, that he can make money.
Yeah, I don't know how you get involved in something like this. I mean, it's an easy $50,000. Right, if the game's fixed, right? You're putting your name on it.
But we're under the impression that he knew the game was fixed, right?
Well, I mean, that's why you.
I mean, that's why he's arrested.
Yeah,
because there's so. I mean, you're an NBA head coach. You've made a heap load of money. You're an NBA Hall of Famer for $50,000, and I get it. You say, well, that's still $50,000. I get it, but it's worth doing that. And also, you're now helping create a game that is fixed, that people are losing their money? Like, is there no integrity? This is an awful story.
But it also feels like a situation, once you make that decision, even if it's unknowingly make that decision, with some of the other stuff that, is surrounding this case, with the mob part of this, and the, like, hey, this guy wouldn't pay, so the mob steps in and uses force to get their money. Like, how do you get out? Right? Like, I mean, how do you get out now?
Yeah. Well, you're right. You've put yourself in a position where once you're doing it, how do you say I'm not going to do this anymore? I don't know.
Right.
I mean,
and then now it leads to the other piece of this, which I think Chauncey is also involved in. It's, hey, who's playing tonight?
Right.
Who's not playing?
And tell us, is this guy a little banged up?
Right. Like Damon Jones. Hey, by the way, LeBron's not playing. No one knows yet.
Right. But now you know. Like we said yesterday. I mean, if the Ravens spread is 7 and Lamar's playing, all right, you know what? I can wrap my arms around that. That kind of makes sense. If you tell me Lamar's not playing and I take that knowledge and I go place a big wager, I mean, this is the fear with all this stuff. This is the fear.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though. And tell me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
I got to believe that we, as a betting public, don't know nearly as much as the books know. Or is it these sites know? Right? Like, there has to be, like, I mean,
of course.
They have to, like, they clearly know when you see the numbers start to change way before we know whether or not Lamar would be playing.
Yes.
The problem with this is Damon Jones, Chauncey Billups, they know before the books have enough time to
that's what
readjust the number.
That's what I'm saying. They're allowing you, Joe Public with inside knowledge, to make a wager based on things that you shouldn't know.
Right, but which sucks for the books, but it also sucks for us because we don't. They know ahead of us knowing, which isn't fair necessarily either.
Right. So now maybe somebody puts a massive wager on the Bears because they know that he's not going to play. Now what does that do to the spread? Now how does that affect every person that wants to bet on this game?
Right. I mean, I think clearly you would recognize, hey, this person, whoever made this bet, knows that Lamar's not playing. Right? The book needs to adjust that number. They have some
before. Knowledge. It feels like they have some knowledge. Well, now, I don't know. This to me is very troubling because I lived in this world for a little bit, not to that extent, but I lived in the world of gambling, and to think that there's nefarious things going on it's very concerning.
Well, I mean, it's exactly what these leagues don't want.
Well, right. What you had yesterday, like Roger Goodell, and I don't feel, tell me if you agree with, I don't feel like hockey's as wagered upon a sport as the others. I don't think it's conducive to wagering.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not, it was like we would play cards on the plane. We would
No. I don't mean that. I mean
in general?
The public betting on hockey.
No, I don't think it is.
I don't feel like people are drawn to bet on hockey. In fact, even during when I was gambling on everything, I rarely have ever bet on hockey. I just didn't. Well, I just think that entice me.
Right, but I just think that of the sports, knowing if someone isn't going to play, hockey's still hard to bet on.
Very.
You know what I mean? LeBron not playing is a huge deal, right? Which is basketball. Someone like LeBron not playing is a humongous thing. A quarterback, Lamar not playing, Patrick Mahomes not, one of these guys not playing is a huge deal. I just don't. I mean, hockey's just hard to just bet on in general.
It is. And
look at the Rangers last night.
Oh God,
they're playing a winless team.
They might stink. By the way.
Oh, I mean, how about tighten things up at the end of periods, man?
They might stink. I'm watching that game. I was getting sick to my stomach. It was awful.
Yeah, it's not. You can't let up. I mean,
that was awful.
What's Will Cooley doing at the blue line, man?
I have no idea. And how many stupid penalties would you like? They scored 5 goals and lost.
Yeah, well, they went the other way.
They scored 5 goals and lost. We talked yesterday about Shesterkin's goals against is 1.17, and he's playing at the 6 goals.
Well, did you see where some of these goals are being scored from?
Yeah. Oh, I saw.
I mean, I try to teach my kids that. Hey, find the soft areas.
Yeah, the whole thing was soft.
Too soft.
At what point do we start having the conversation that Chris Drury is not doing a very good job here?
I mean, didn't we kind of have that conversation a little bit last year?
Well, when can that be brought back up?
Do it now if you want.
All right, well, I don't want to do it right at this moment, but I think that's something that's going to have to be discussed if this continues.
I think you're probably right.
I mean, you still haven't played a ton of games, right?
No, you haven't played a ton of games, no.
So to have that critique that early, but you're losing games that you shouldn't be losing.
You should not lose to the San Jose Sharks at home.
Yeah, that is a brutal, brutal loss. All right, so we have a lot of sound on this whole gambling thing. We'll get into the NFL, want to get into the Jets and the Giants. We got our picks. We got Cimini. We got Ranaan. We go around the league. We have a frenzy. You name it, we got it. So this is the place you want to be. It is a Football Plus Friday. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement, plus a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins. Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Right now, police are stepping up patrols to make sure drivers and pedestrians obey our crosswalk laws. Why? Because every year in New York, people are injured or killed just crossing the street. So remember, pedestrians, obey traffic signals and use crosswalks. And drivers, yield to pedestrians in crosswalks. If you don't, we will educate you on the law, and you may get a ticket, because tickets get attention, and that saves lives. A message from the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
Out here, days are getting a little cooler, and mornings are starting with a few more layers. It's the season for more time at the grill, more feed for your animals. Heaters burn late into the night, and the woods start calling your name. We appreciate hard-working hands, shared moments, and love for our land. That's why season after season, we're here for your life out here. Tractor Supply.
This college football moment is brought to you by Serve Pro.
College football teams have moments they recovered from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24th, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
Serve Pro. Like it never even happened.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Now, a reminder for everyone playing ESPN New York Survivor, which unfortunately I am not, and you are not, and Raymond is not, but RJ is still heavily involved. Make your picks before Sunday's 1 o'clock games to stay in the running for the $5,000 grand prize. Follow along on the ESPN New York app powered by SplashSports.com. If you were one of like 600 people left with a chance to win $5,000, do you really need a reminder to go make your pick? Wouldn't that be something that's on top of mind?
I mean, listen, sometimes day gets away from you. You know?
I guess.
Got a lot of things going on. Sometimes you just, you forget. Nice that you give them a reminder.
All right. Well, now you have your reminder. So go make your pick now.
Do it now.
The Colts, if you have the Colts, that's the play this week.
Yeah, I wish I had that opportunity. If it wasn't for Arizona.
I as well. I feel the same way. What did you just send us? The glasses that were used in this whole thing from Billups and Damon Jones?
Yeah, I'm so mad because I can't. I've it's been like 20 minutes and I can't find what I'm trying to send you.
The audio of it?
Yeah.
These glasses are wild. So oh my God. So they have video of the guy putting the glasses on, and then he can see that all the cards have like this infrared thing on the back that tells what kind of card it is. It's wild.
How much easier would poker be if you had those on?
How much easier would it be? How much easier would gambling be if you knew the result? I mean, it would be like Back to the Future 2.
Yeah, I need some. I need some.
Where you had the sports book of everything that happened.
Well, you saw what Wendy said too, which kind of gets into the next part of this conversation. Is that was that bet on the Rozier unders was flagged immediately,
because he made 30 wagers.
Right, flagged immediately.
He kept like, I don't know what the number was, like over under 12.5 points. Under. Of course it's flagged immediately. Not only are they doing illegal things, they're doing it in the dumbest possible way.
They hammered it.
Like, quietly make one large wager. You don't bet the same thing 30 times.
Right. Well, the scary part, though, is, NBA knew. If it's flagged, they obviously get in touch with the NBA. Then Rozier doesn't play for the rest of the season.
Right.
So,
it's been going on since 23.
Oh, what was the NBA doing? It just, hey, out of sight, out of mind.
And by the way, do you know who was making these wagers? Not like you or me, like some just nondescript. A professional gambler was making these wagers.
You think it'd be a little bit smarter about
my God! All right,
using the information.
It's unbelievable. The amount of stupidity and the amount of uneasiness. Like, there's so many different ways that this story is wild, absolutely wild. What was the movie they did with Jessica Chastain when she ran Molly's Room? Was that what it was called?
Oh, that was a good movie.
Very good movie. Remember when she ran those high stakes poker games? How good was that movie?
That was a really good. I like.
So
all those
think
movies.
About this one. What this is going to be
great.
like.
This movie would be great, man. You got an NBA Hall of Famer. Just all of it. It was 3 different crime families. Yeah, it's got everything.
Let's listen to the FBI Director Kash Patel discussing the arrests that were made yesterday.
As you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing.
Oh, God, I just can't believe that this story is really happening. And how do you and I agree with you, and I think it's a valid point. Once you're in and once they have you, it's very hard to be like, all right, guys, thanks for everything. I'll see you soon. I'm done. But how do you get Chauncey Billups to get involved in an illegal gambling ring where it's fixed poker by paying him $50,000? That's the part of it I can't get over.
Well, again, we don't know yet. If this was something that he unwillingly got himself into, and then once he was in, couldn't get out. Like once someone offers you $50,000 to be a part of this, hey, we want you to be the face of this poker game, and you do it, and then eventually realize that it's being fixed. What are you going to go do? You're going to go tell on the mob?
No, you can't do that, but you can try to extract yourself from it. But what I'm saying is, how do you get Chauncey Billups? Hey, Chauncey, I got an illegal gambling ring going on.
Well, no, but I'm saying if you don't say it's illegal, though. Is there a chance
so at some
that when
point
he first
along
started
the line,
doing
he
it,
learns of it, and then they're like, well, no, now you're complicit. If you leave, then you're going to get in massive trouble? I don't know. Probably.
Right, or like how's he going to, it's not as easy as, hey, I want to remove myself from this. Hey, guys, I'm out. Yeah, okay.
No.
You're definitely not out.
No, you're not out, Chauncey, because you're in, and you know too much, and you're in. You're right. That probably did happen, but God, to think that you could get to Chauncey Billups, and even if you didn't know when it started, that you could just get to Chauncey Billups to play in this game is pretty wild.
Well, Dave, if you're a superstar now, but if you ever graduated to that level, and some people come up to you, or you meet through a mutual friend, you don't know the person that you're talking to is part of a crime family, and they say, hey, we have this, we have a poker game we'd like you to be the face of. We're going to take it to the Hamptons in L.A. and Vegas. We'll fly
you to the Hamptons. We'll let you stay in a mansion. You'll get $50,000. It'll be one night work.
Yeah, all you got to do is schmoo some people, play some cards, and we'll give you $50,000.
Yeah, I guess
that's easy money.
It is. It's easy money, and I don't know. It's so bad. It's so bad, and the levels. I don't. This is not the end of the story either.
No, of course it's not the end of the story. I heard a lot yesterday where it's like, well, this is because, you guys with FanDuel and ESPN Bet and all these different leagues are so closely tied in with gambling and everything else, and now that it's legal, and if the gambling wasn't legal and if it wasn't being monitored the way it's being monitored, you would have never known that this guy hammered the under on Terry Rozier.
Correct. I don't know if you saw this. I think this came out yesterday. That now college athletes are allowed to gamble on pro sports.
Yeah.
Of all days for that to come out.
Well, I think that I actually saw last night, too, that the way – so Chauncey Billups got arrested in the morning, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, right. So the way he ended his his post-game press conference the night before, as the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, was like, "We'll let the chips fall where they may."
I mean, are you kidding me?
I mean, you can't.
Is that really true?
You can't. I mean, you can't write it out. You can't script it.
Well, how could he say something like that?
Well, he didn't know he was going to be arrested. I'm sure he wasn't aware that he was going to be arrested.
So you think nobody knew that arrests were coming down the next morning?
Probably not. I don't think in those situations that those people know.
Coincidentally happen to make that throwaway line. Let the chips fall where they may.
That's a big coach line.
When you're talking about the FBI, though, I mean, you're busting down doors at 5, 6 in the morning. Like, I mean, not literally busting down doors, but this is
no, literally. Bust,
right.
like knocking on doors, and when the doors open, you bust through.
But this is
like they picked up Terry Rozier in the hotel, didn't they?
He was wearing.
He went there for a banana.
He was wearing a Hornets hoodie when he got brought up on his charges. Like I think this is like high level classified stuff. Like you say nobody knew. I don't think any of these guys had any idea this was coming.
Well, it's unbelievable to me. This whole story is absolutely wild. Joseph Nasella, U.S. District Attorney, discussed the ins and outs of what was going on with this poker game. Listen to this and tell me you can't see a movie down the road just off of this soundbite. Here you are.
The defendants in this case orchestrated a scheme to use wireless cheating technology to run rigged poker games across the United States, including in the Hamptons, Las Vegas, Miami, and Manhattan. The scheme targeted victims known as, quote, fish, who were often lured to participate in these rigged games by the chance to play alongside former professional athletes who were known as, quote, face cards. The so-called face cards included the defendant Chauncey Billups, who at the time of the scheme was a former NBA player and is currently the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, and also Damon Jones, a former NBA player and coach. What the victims, the fish, didn't know is that everybody else at the poker game, from the dealer to the players, including the face cards, were in on the scam. Once the game was underway, the defendants fleeced the victims out of tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars per game.
Oh my God. I mean, that like usually there's a soundbite that's like a minute 20. I'm like, oh God, are we ever going to get through this? I want more. I am fascinated by this story.
I couldn't stop reading about it. I got home. I listened to that on the way back, and then I got home. I was like, wow, man, this is crazy.
It's unbelievable.
I had the same thought as you. I was like, this is like a movie.
It is. I keep saying it, but I can't get over this story. Like they're using X-ray glasses, and the cards are marked, and the shuffling machines they use spit it out in a certain way. And God, I wonder if they ever let the marks win. Like ever.
I sent you that clip, so we got the clip now. I was looking for the last 45 minutes. I finally got it, so we can maybe play it at some point where he explains what was going on.
That people knew they were getting cheated out of their money, and they continued to come back.
Yeah, well, I think that there's people that knew. Well, you're going to have to listen to the people that knew, but would try to explain to them, no, it's not rigged. It's not rigged. It's fine. Which is crazy, but
yeah, we'll have to hear that. And you know what's so frustrating to me on the gambling note is I was right there on the Chargers last night, and I knew it. And because I'm so poor over the last couple of weeks. Remember when I was seeing the board so beautifully?
Yeah, you were.
I was
2
like
weeks.
a beautiful mind. Like it would all just come into focus. I feel the opposite right now. I look at these games. I'm like, I like Tampa -4, but maybe I don't because Spencer Rattler and like I am in one right now. I got to get out of this. This is terrible.
Now you know what I deal with on a weekly basis.
But there's some big spreads. You got a 14-point spread. You got a couple of 7-point spreads this week. The Giants are getting 7.5. The Jets are getting 6.5. Last I checked. The Panthers and Bills 7-point numbers. You got some large spreads this week.
This is not an easy board this week. I had a hard time trying.
Do you
to
have your games picked out yet?
I'm not down. I haven't whittled it down to exactly 3 yet, but there was a long agonizing process to get to where I'm at now.
What are you working with 5? How many do you have right now?
I'm down to 4 now.
So you're 4 and you'll whittle 1.
I'm gonna have to, but which is the right one? Because last week I didn't whittle.
That's what we don't know. And you know what the worst thing is if you pick 3 and the 4th one on the cutting room floor, but that's the win.
Well, no,
that's when you just lose your mind.
That happened to me last week though. I whittled the Rams off. I had 5.
and the Rams destroyed Jacksonville on Sunday Morning Football.
Killed them.
Yeah.
Because like an idiot, I'm listening to everyone talk about, Jacksonville is so used to being in London. The Rams are flying over the night before. I was like, oh, God, man, it's always sloppy in London.
Yeah, you have paralysis by analysis with what you have.
Just pick it. Who cares if you get it wrong?
Well, you care. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Speaking of all these spreads and the numbers and the large spreads, I mean, it leads you somewhere, doesn't it?
It does lead you somewhere.
Yeah.
It leads me right to this, Dave. I'm glad you brought that up because you are the best in the business. And where it leads me is to a little place I like to call FanDuel. Now, what FanDuel likes to do is they like you to really take advantage of something like, I don't know, NBA tip-off week. FanDuel's your home for live betting, so even if you miss the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into a same game parlay for a shot at bigger payouts. However you want to play, now is the perfect time to join because FanDuel's giving new customers $300 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to sign up today. Play your game with FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only, $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Well read. I got an email from Kevin H. He said, is it time to revisit the Ohtani gambling story? How was he found innocent in a day and a half and the NBA does an investigation that took 2 years to uncover? The guy just got a win, 6 shutout innings, and hit 3 home runs in 1 playoff game. The last thing they want to do is revisit the Ohtani story.
Yeah, I don't think that's on the top of on MLB's priority list now.
I think it's also important to note that the NBA did not bust Rozier and Billups. This was the FBI.
Right.
The NBA found nothing wrong.
They had nothing to do with this.
Just like baseball, found nothing wrong.
Well, it sounded like even if it was up to the NBA with the Rozier thing, they would have just kind of brushed that under the carpet.
Which is kind of concerning in its own right, isn't it?
Right. Well, if it's it gets flagged, right? I mean, if it's immediately flagged, they have to let the NBA know.
Right. Hey, NBA, what do you think? It's fine.
Yeah, he's really hurt. Hey, Terry, you sit out the rest of the season, okay?
The rest of the season. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to your calls. We'll slowly get into the NFL as well. Jets, I mean, I don't think you're going to get it this week, but you got to win a game at some point, right?
Stop saying that, please.
At some point, you're going to have to.
Stop.
And I'll tell you what, Giants somehow beat the Eagles and sweep the Eagles. Oh, I will be relentless on Monday. So, big football weekend for us. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys. And behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win, can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
There he goes to the 20, 10, 5. That's a Jet touchdown. That's a Jet touchdown.
Jets fans, be there at MetLife Stadium to see the New York Jets take on the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, November 9th at 1 p.m., presented by Verizon. Don't miss your chance to experience the excitement of game day at MetLife Stadium and cheer on your Jets. Lock in your seats at nyjets.com/tickets and get ready to clear the runway.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYempire.edu before the next term begins. This October, the only thing scarier than missing the game is missing out on a brand new Kia. At Kia City of the Bronx, 3505 Connor Street is where the ghosts of old rides get traded in and new legends are born. They've got a monster lineup of new Kias that'll take you from tailgates to haunted houses in style. Visit KiaCity.com or call 646-917-7955. Don't get spooked, get moving. Kia City of the Bronx, where Halloween meets horsepower.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/play.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour Apple 5-Hour Energy Shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With 0 sugar and as much caffeine as a 12-ounce premium cup of coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keeps your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at Sour Apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Defense. The ref totally blew that call.
Oh, I'm sure he'll make the right call next time.
It's too late. It cost us the game.
Well, it's just one game.
That loss eliminated us from the playoffs.
Oh, the playoffs are on so late. Now you'll be well rested.
Okay, I need you to stop talking now.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Might as well. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Let's get to a couple calls, and then there's some sound that I want to play, which is what you had been discussing. How in the world could you be in this game, be told that there's nefarious things going on in this game, and continue to go back into this game? Yeah. I mean, I can't wait to hear this sound.
Well, but I mean, you heard how they were described, right? I mean, it was described as we're trying to lure the fish.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we have our face guard, who's the reason why these people are going to come play, because it's cool to play with, a professional athlete and whoever else is at the table. And we clearly know that you're not very smart or very good at poker, and you won't even realize that you're being cheated.
Right, but
you're also assuming.
Did you need to do this to them, though? Did you need to cheat them if they're such? If you have good poker players on your side.
Probably not, but I mean, why take any chance where they could actually get lucky?
Right. If you can make it 100% of the time or 80% of the time, let's make it 100% of the time.
Right.
Let's go to Joe in Ocean Gate, and then we'll hear that sound, which will be fascinating. Joe, good morning. You're on ESPN New York.
Good morning, guys. Great show this week, as always. I just want to start off by first talking about the horrible loss the Giants had last weekend. I was want to let you know, you lost, David. You're saying that your son was like, "How you're not over this game yet?" How they lost like that. My hot water heater went on Monday, and I haven't felt a shower all week. I just been numb the whole time. So I'm hoping that.
So you're taking freezing cold showers all week long.
Yes, I have. But on another note, though, with this whole gambling thing, this is why my wife, I can't convince her that the NFL is not rigged or they don't have this. And I know it would be so hard to get, 100 players that are on the NFL game every week to actually go through and be very hard to do that. But this is what I deal with when you find things like this out. It's like, how do you convince your wife that she loves football too? It's like, she almost was going to quit watching football if the Chiefs won the Super Bowl again this last year. And I'm like, but it's just, how different would your childhood be, or just your whole life in general, how much we love sports, and it's just supposed to be the only full reality TV there is.
It's supposed to be a safe zone, right? Where and thanks for the call, Joe. You're right. I mean, I don't think that's happening, and I know leagues put up safeguards for that, but I mean that's the only thing that could take down sports is if people find out that anything like that is happening all over the place.
Well, I mean, usually it happens when you've seen it happen in the NBA with an official, right? I mean, it'd be hard to coordinate. Like what he's talking about, where you have a bunch of players on one team deciding that they want to throw a game or whatever it is. But there are times during a game where something happens that's so egregious, it's like, come on, man. You can't be that bad at your job. Or an umpire, you can't be that bad at your job. Or when you get the assist, the T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. You get the officials on the field telling them it's a touchdown, and then all of a sudden you get the call from New York, no touchdown.
Right.
So when did that happen?
Right. Or how about last night with that? It was a game-changing play. The pick six off of Herbert early in the game, and they go to the referee in the booth, and he's like, "What do you think?" No, that's a touchdown. And then they come back, not a touchdown. Now it looked like it hit the turf to me, but they called it a touchdown on the field.
Right. So I mean, there's stuff like that happens where it's like a player makes such a how did you not catch that? You can't be that. You can't be that bad. You got to be doing something nefarious.
Right. And then when your money's involved, then your head goes to weird spots anyway.
Right. The Arizona game. You can't be that bad at football. Did that really just happen? There is not an NFL team that could do something that bad to lose a game unless it was being fixed somehow.
I don't know how closely you guys paid attention to Al Michaels last night. Did you watch the end of that game?
I watched the end of the game this morning. I wasn't really paying attention to what he was saying.
Were you paying attention to the audio of that game?
I was doing multiple things as I was watching it.
I'm guessing that the over-under was 44.5, and it was 34-10. So the number was on 34 with 3 minutes to go. And he kept saying, and he thought he was so cute and sly, he kept saying, I mean, the game's over, but it's not really over.
Oh,
but he always does that.
But it was, he's like, but they can't. And then Kirk Herbstreit's like, yeah, I mean, it's not over till it's in fact over.
Was he elbowing him in the ribs every time he said it?
It felt like a bad vaudevillian act. It's like, well, I mean, it feels over, but it's not really over, if you know what I'm saying.
You talked earlier about having drops in here, so I'm just looking, for Al Michaels. I've got multiple drops of you mocking Al Michaels over this very thing.
That was a big thing, because now the total's at 47.
Well, no,
Steve, if you know what I mean.
So this is not a one-time thing.
Because he does this all the time. But last night was so jarring because now he's bringing in like a sideshow. Now it's like, hey, Kirk, I know this is not your thing, but hey, let's do the bit. Let's do the over bit.
Well, it used to be cute though when he did it because it wasn't to talk about the gambling part of it.
Right.
This is a very big kick for a lot of people right now, if you know what I'm saying, Kirk.
I'm pretty sure that if he wanted to just bring up if he wanted to bring up the over-under, he's well within his right to do it.
Right. If he could, but he thinks it's funny and cute to do it without that, right?
Oh, you clearly don't. You clearly don't think it's funny or cute.
I think it's annoying.
Yeah.
I think it's I think maybe the first time the bit was funny. Last night it was just like, all right, we get it, Al. So 2 years ago, this is wild. 2 years ago, professional gambler Matt Berkey discussed Chauncey Billups' allegedly fixed poker games on his podcast. Here he is.
There was this game. It started in L.A. and then it came to Vegas for a few days, and it was all built around Chauncey Billups. I had heard about the game, and the person who told me about it was like, look, I know the game runners. I'm telling you 100% this game is on the up and up. And I was like, well, I know a lot of the people that are involved, and I'm telling you 100% that it is not on the up and up. Yeah. We kind of went back and forth, and I agreed that I just wasn't going to go play it, but I had some friends who went and played it both in LA and in Vegas. It obviously was for sure confirmed to be cheated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people who clearly didn't even understand the rules of no limit hold'em are just like jamming hundreds of big blinds in with like a gutty and then just drilling it. Yeah. Only the pros are losing. You know, it was basically confirmed amongst all of the pros that the game was cheated, but there's just no recourse.
Gotcha.
Right. I mean, it's just a bad look. I don't know some of the stuff they're talking about there.
I'm
not a poker player, so I don't really know what they're talking
with
about.
the gutty?
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, it's for I think it's for a straight. Like, you need the one card for the straight.
Okay, right. But I'm just saying, like, it must have been so obvious, right? Like there's probably hands that these guys are going in bigger for that other people would be like, well, what are they doing? Doesn't make sense.
Right. I mean, that's a professional poker player that's heard from people that are in the game that it's being cheated, and you still have other people that are like, no.
Right.
I'm telling you, this is legit. It's a legit game.
Why do you keep losing? They're very good players. Chauncey Billups is very good at poker.
Well, I mean, it's also smart though. If you have, if there are, professional poker players that are involved in the game, and you're one of these guys that thinks it's cool to be playing with a professional athlete and professional poker players, and you're beating them, right? Like, at a certain, however they have it situated, where at the end of the day you're still losing, but during the course of this game, like, you're taking hands from Chauncey, you're taking hands from professional poker players. You probably feel like this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, but
I got to tell my buddies about it.
Sure, but you're not doing that. You're not taking hands from any of those guys.
Well, no, but you're not. The way he just made it sound is that this is one of those situations where, like, probably by the end of it you have no money, but during the course of the game you're actually winning hands. Well, that you're winning hands.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like the pros are purposely losing hands.
Well, you can't they can't win every single hand, and I'm sure you're going up, and then I wonder if at any point they're like, all right, Steve's lost huge amounts of money. Today he wins. He doesn't win a ton, but he leaves the game at the end of the day winning $10,000. So that way, next time Steve shows up to the game, he loses $150,000.
Well, okay, here's what I would think. Now, I don't know if any of this is true or whatever, but I listened to that yesterday and just listening to it again. The way that you would do this, I think, is that you have the fish, whoever it is, and I'm sure they have money because they want to play in this game with Chauncey and all these professional poker players, that you're going there for the experience. Would it be great if you won? Yeah, it would be awesome if you won, but you're kind of going in knowing, hey, I'm not nearly as good as these guys are at poker, so it's for the experience. So if I have $100,000, whatever it ends up, I'm okay losing it, but I'm just going to have a good time, and I can tell my buddies that I took a couple hands off professional poker players.
Yeah, I guess.
So if they're giving you that experience, you're also probably in your mind going, hey, I'm probably going to lose anyway because I'm not as good as professional poker players, but it's cool to sit at the same table as them.
So it's like I'm paying whatever it is to be able to sit and play with Chauncey Billups.
Right.
And if I lose it, that's fine because I assume I'm going to lose it in a game anyway. And in this game, at least I get to hang out with cool celebrities.
Right. You're paying for the experience. It's like if you're one of these people that have, hundreds of millions of dollars and you're like, hey, I'll pay $100,000 or $200,000 to play tennis against Roger Federer. And
sure.
Right. You're going to get smashed. But it was cool that I got to play with him.
I guess. It's like they had the one guy. Wasn't that the one guy that bought in to play doubles in a professional tournament? And Andy Roddick went crazy. Like, how dare they allow this guy?
So.
He was worth billions of dollars, and he somehow finagled his way in, and it was an embarrassment to the game. Like, he wasn't even competitive. That's in a professional match.
I think that was a professional match, yeah.
No, it was like in an actual tournament. And he's like, I'm usually much better than that. Come on.
It's like, remember the commercial where the guy buys the baseball team and then puts himself in third base?
Third base. Does it matter that he bought the team?
Right.
Next question.
No, he'd be playing anyway. He's that level of player. All right, so this is cool. New York soccer fans, the Audi 2025 MLS Cup playoffs, they're here. You don't have to wait anymore. Saturday, November 1st, which is a week from tomorrow, NYCFC returns to Yankee Stadium for Game 2 of their best-of-3 series against Charlotte FC. Kickoff set for 3:30. For your chance to be there, enter now at ESPNNewYork.com or through the ESPN New York app. Just click the contest tab, submit your entry. Don't miss this opportunity to experience playoff soccer as the boys in blue begin their chase for the cup. Tickets available right now at Ticketmaster.com/NYCFC. Let's take a break, come back, and start the cavalcade of NFL conversation. DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Football Friday and bring in the great Debbie Duhane.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. On this Football Friday, let's see what's happening. Oh, traffic really stinks at the inbound George Washington Bridge. 40 minutes into the upper level with an accident just cleared. Lincoln 10, Holland 15. Watch for delays on the westbound belt at Springfield Boulevard. It's an accident. And traffic slowing down Deegan North, getting up toward Willis Ave with construction just cleared. Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime, 880 ESPN, New York.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new Parlay Zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. Now, they converted my kids' bathtub to a shower and did an incredible, really an unbelievable job. They offer all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit done in just one day. Durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and lower cost than a standard replacement. And a lifetime guarantee. Right now, no money down, no payments, no interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bathfitter.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys. And behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win, can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. And it works, with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com. The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Hey there, it's Michelle Smallman from Unsportsmanlike. I'm thrilled to be joined by Dr. Drew from the Wellness Company. And Dr. Drew, you have something very exciting to talk about today, the medical emergency kit. Tell us a little bit about this.
It is exciting. Look, I have been fighting to try to protect the patient-physician relationship my entire career, and we have lost. I finally decided I need to be involved with people that put the power back in the patient directly. These emergency kits give you everything you need so you don't have to spend $1,200 going to the emergency room. We have a significant medical team, the medical board at TWC, and we just sat down and put together what we would want for our family, for our patients.
Oh my gosh, so anything that anyone could need is in this.
Yeah, and there's a guidebook here to tell you exactly how to use it, and again, telehealth backup.
It's remarkable. It's innovative. Everyone needs to get one. UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports to get $50 off your kit. That's UrgentCareKit.com/sports, promo code sports.
Prescription required. Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
We've got pretty good graphics now.
Yeah, we got great graphics.
What you don't know is I brought in Jordan Hudson to help with the graphics.
This feels like a how many people does it take to screw in a light bulb situation.
Yes. Somebody puts on a clock, I could create this in 5 minutes, but you can make $2,000 to do that.
Have you heard of this Adobe Photoshop?
So Adobe Photoshop, go back and say, rather than Joe Montana, you just go click, 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 click on the delete button.
Have you seen his website, RJ? All you got to do is drag and click, 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 click.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Click, 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 click.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, boy. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Just click, 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 click.
Just click.
God. Does
Click,
nobody
click, click.
tell him, like, Bill, you're the laughing stock of, like, sports talk radio and, like NFL circles. Like, people are laughing at you.
I don't know if does he have close enough friends?
He
I don't know.
does not care. I bet you he does not care.
He just doesn't care? Would you not care?
No, I would care, but it just must be that good.
It must be.
It must be. It's a hell of a drug. I mean, it must be just that good.
I
be.
don't know.
Oh.
Stop. You guys are the worst.
Oh.
All right. Stop it.
Sherry's in one today. I can
Oh,
guarantee
yeah.
that.
Oh, she's going to get some later. I'll tell you that.
Oh, no. Poor Sherry.
Why poor Sherry?
Well, I mean, you couldn't. You fumble around with the microphone. I could only imagine what happened in the bedroom.
You have no idea.
All fired up.
Maybe you have no idea.
Just like they probably sounded just like that animal.
I'm like the Picasso of lovers.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, how many people could do accents and animal noises? Not many.
Hey, you're doing animal noises. Hey, you start doing animal noises in the bedroom. I'm out.
I would have turned out. You imagine that?
Imagine like poor Alex or Ben walking by the bedroom and they start hearing, what's going on in there?
Yeah. There's like the jungle in there.
Why is this door locked?
Yeah.
Let the wild rumpus begin.
Like a Disney movie in there.
That's doing turkey noise.
They just walk by, they shake their head, they're like, I don't want
it sounds like a scene from Ace Ventura in there.
I got a talking to after my reaction on Sunday from Alex.
Hey, so it was too much.
It is that, don't you? You're a little too far. What do you, I'm like, dude, shut up.
I am who I am.
I was like, this is who I was like, and I said to him, I was like, how you're not more upset, how you're not more like me is unbelievable. Forget about me acting like this. The fact that you're not acting like this is the question.
Right.
Why?
Well, he forgets how he acts when North Carolina loses.
Yeah. The only thing I'll say is the vomiting incident was like, he was like 8. So I don't think that looks great on me.
No, probably not great on you, but I mean, he is you.
He is me.
That's all you have to tell him. It's like, relax, bud.
Right.
I'm you.
That's right. I have video to prove that you also do this.
Yes. Coming from the guy that just, I mean, he knows everything going on in the transfer portal in college basketball right now.
It's unbelievable. Okay? And then he like talks down to you. I'm watching the Oklahoma City game last night. I'm like, who is this guy? He's like, Dad, are you not familiar with Gwaji Dang? It's like, no, I don't know. I'm like, no, I don't know who that is.
I'll tell you what, though. You guys would be if we did a stump, like Stump Rothenberg's.
Right.
I mean, you bring his new knowledge into the mix here.
It's unbelievable.
Sure, you get one wrong.
I don't know that we would.
Smashing 5-packs.
Yeah, I don't know that we would. But here's the thing. He talks down to me. I was like, I'm very good at this. He's like, yeah, all right.
He thinks he's better than you. He's already surpassed your sports
with the current day guys. He is. He knows guys that I'd never heard of before.
Well, you have no real interest in probably.
No. Well, there's too many guys in the NBA that I'm like, who is this? He plays for 6 minutes. I have no idea who this guy is.
Right, but I mean, your specialty is football anyway.
That's not true. It used to be NBA of like the 80s, 90s. Oh, I know everybody.
Right, we're not in the 80s and 90s now.
Right.
It's 2025.
I'm a skill position NFL guy now.
That's you. That's you. That's your lane. You're the best at that lane.
That's right. Put me in that lane. It's very good. You put John in the red zone. He's very good.
Okay.
You put me.
Right. So here's a good example of what I think was kind of going on. It'd be like if we took you out on the road, a Stump Rothenberg road show as you launch one of your water bottles into the corner like a grenade.
Mm-hmm.
There would be plenty of people.
I do that for you now, right?
Right. That would want to challenge you. Right. Like I'd like to test my knowledge against Dave Rothenberg.
Yes.
But are probably in the back of their mind saying to themselves that there's a real chance I lose this. Difference would be in this case is You're definitely not going to win because it's being fixed. We're telling Dave what the answers are anyway. Right? But it's like in your mind, you're like, well, why would...
Yeah, but if you went in there and lost like $5, fine. No one would pay like $10,000 to get embarrassed by me in
yeah, they would.
College.
Yeah, they would.
They would?
The kind of people that you're talking about that are in this game are those kind of people. You're paying for the experience. Like, I have enough money where I want to pay to sit down with Chauncey Billups and whoever the professional poker players are. And I think the reason why you would tell people, no, it's not fixed, is because you're just like, they're professional poker players. I lost to a professional poker player.
Right, you could convince yourself why you lost, right?
Right. Like, they don't need to, why would they need to fix it?
Right. And it makes sense that I would lose because they're better than me.
Right. But I got to pay to sit down, and it was a cool, like, I could tell my buddies that I won 2 hands against this guy, and I beat, I went all in, or I called Chauncey Billups' bluff. Well, how'd you do? Like, did you win money? No, I got smashed, but it's a cool experience.
But I won 2 hands.
I won 2 hands.
I won a big hand.
It cost me $100,000, but it was awesome.
I'll tell you what, if there's people out there that will pay $10,000 to battle me and stump Rothenberg in where they go to college, let's do that.
Dude, I'm not even joking. Now, this is not exactly the same, but I would imagine once you get to a certain level of money, it's like you start talking B's instead of like millions. You start talking about billions, and someone like 100,000, 100,000, 200,000. Like, that's not a big deal.
Doesn't mean anything to them?
I was at a charity. I went to Garth Brooks' charity, whatever you want to call it. Like, it ended up being like a charity dinner, but it was a whole thing. Like, he put on a concert, the whole thing,
right,
in Vegas. And I've been a part of a lot of these, like, you were too, like the golf tournament, like the silent auctions, the auctions. You come up, me and you have run them before, where it's like, sometimes you get rooms where it's like, hey, I got $1,500, and it's like crickets. They had every captain of every NHL team jersey signed. Gart's up there, and he's hosting it. And he's like, we'll start the bidding at $25,000. The jerseys got up to $250,000. $250,000. These guys are going back and forth. And Garth goes, whoa, 1 second. If I can get all 30 jerseys, same thing, will you also give me $250,000? Guy's like, done.
So he got another one?
He didn't have it, but he went and got it. So $500,000. Like, they're $250,000. Like, they're going back and forth. He's like, 220, 225, 230, 235.
Right. So clearly money is not an issue.
Right. And I think those are the people that are probably involved in these games.
It still doesn't make it all right that you're cheating them out of their
right. Money. Of course not. Of course not. And you just, I think because of, again, I say, like, if someone like Chauncey Billups would legitimize this game. If Chauncey Billups is going to put his name on this game, if it's going to be Chauncey Billups' game.
Well, then obviously it's going to be legal, which makes it even worse.
Of course.
It makes the whole thing awful. All right. Let's move to the NFL a little bit. Jets, Giants. I'm interested to see how the Giants come out on Sunday, because there's been a lot of infighting, a lot of I didn't say this, he didn't say this, I should have done this, the whole kicker thing, you 33 points fourth quarter. Like, this has been a rough week for the Giants. If you go into Philadelphia and even like tie game 5 minutes to go, lose the game, this would show me a lot. This is to me, a real litmus test now for the Giants.
Well, I mean, the number's 7.5.
Right.
Which I am still a little bit surprised with.
Well, you would think it would be what?
I would think that it would be a little bit lower than that.
So I don't know.
Hey, you beat them. I mean, you beat them 34-17.
Right, but you're telling. I mean, basically, if it's now it's like 2.5 points for home field advantage. So you're telling me you flip this game to Giants Stadium? It's really now like Eagles by 2.
Oh, but you smashed them at MetLife. You went into Denver and should have won. You scored 32 points against that defense. So
but I don't think
that wasn't at MetLife. That was on the road.
So then in theory you should be taking the Giants in the picks this week.
In theory, yeah, I would probably take the number. Now I might be wrong. I mean, that number suggests to me that they're kind of like trying to beg you to take the Giants at 7.5, and the Eagles probably feel a way about getting smashed. I mean, last week Jalen Hurts kind of found what everyone's been looking for, which is, hey, we need to throw the ball. They still can't run it. I mean, that's a problem. I mean, Saquon had 44 yards in that game against Minnesota.
Not only can they not run it, they're not consistent with running it. Like, they go to him and then they go away from him. Like, they don't. You said this a couple weeks ago, and I would, if this is true, I'd actually understand it. Maybe they're like, let's kind of save him a little bit more and not crush him. But if that's the case, if you think you could run the ball effectively, why would you not bring in somebody else to run a little bit then? Like, it doesn't have to be Saquon every time.
Well, I mean, they got Bigsby there, but and Saquon looks frustrated. But I think, I mean, what you also said was probably partly true, is these teams going in, they're going, we don't think that Jalen Hurts can consistently throw the football, so let's make sure we stop Saquon first. And then if he does, he does. We can live with that. And last week he did. I mean, Devontae Smith had a huge game.
He did. Now, A.J. Brown is
had a big
banged up
game.
this week, too, by the way. He hasn't practiced because of a hamstring.
Right. But I also got to think, though, man, like the idea for me, if I'm Sirianni, now I'm dealing with a new offensive coordinator. It's going to take a minute to kind of get into your groove and everything else. Is Saquon went for over 2,000, right? Like the numbers would tell you that running backs off of 2,000-yard seasons don't have great years. We're trying to win another Super Bowl. I have A.J. Brown. I got Devontae Smith. I got Dallas Goedert. Like we have enough talent to win football games. We can kind of ease Saquon into this thing.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
And you would agree they have not played great football by any stretch, right?
No.
And they're still sitting here at 5-2.
Yeah, right.
So it does kind of prove your theory. Like, let's just win 11-12 and, be the 2 seed. I don't know. I just think being that 1 seed is such a monstrous advantage.
Yeah, having the bye is huge.
I mean, you have the bye, and you have to win 2 home games to go to the Super Bowl.
Right, but if I told you, I'll give you the 1 seed, but Saquon's going to be just so nicked up by the time you get to the postseason, you're not going to get the best of him. Would you rather the 2 seed?
No, I wouldn't take that. But so now what I have to figure out is how. This is what they have to figure out. How can I get the 1 seed and not crush Saquon during the regular season and find that happy medium?
I think they're probably in their minds, hey, in a perfect world, right? We get the 1 seed, but if we don't, we still feel good about how good we are. That if we're healthy, we can go anywhere and win.
Maybe.
That's what Listen, that's what Kansas City did.
Maybe. I remember they went when they beat the Patriots and they didn't play Malcolm Butler. They were home. Last year they were home. So they might feel like they can go anywhere and win, and maybe they can. But I mean, when they've gone to the Super Bowl, it's been by being at home.
Right. Well, but we said the same thing about Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes hasn't had to go on the road and win. And what did Patrick Mahomes do? Went on the road and won. So I mean, I think that's probably the level of confidence that a team like the Eagles has right now.
I will tell you this: if I have to watch another Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl, I'd be highly unhappy with that.
Well, I think when you look at the AFC right now, you probably feel best about Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And then NFC.
I don't feel best about Philly now, though.
No, it's Philly. I mean, it's Detroit. I think the Rams are in that
right
mix.
there.
Yeah.
And I believe that Philly plays Detroit later in the year.
I believe you're. Yeah, they do. Of course they do, because they're playing the NFC North.
Right. So that game will be. I mean, that'll be the game.
Their next 3 games are Giants at home, at Green Bay, and then they got Detroit at home.
I don't know why this is. For some reason, as we sit here and we discuss the teams in the NFC, the best record in the NFC is the Packers.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess this is just me. I don't really throw them into this mix of, are they the best team in the NFC?
Well, I mean, you did after week 1.
I know.
I was like, oh, wow. I mean,
and I think week 2 they played very well also.
Yeah, I don't know if people are 100% sold on Jordan Love yet. And what Jordan Love is exactly.
I guess.
Well, I mean, that's got to be part of it. I mean, they're 4-1-1. They just brought in Micah Parsons. I mean, the Dallas tie wasn't a great look, or the Browns loss.
Not a great look, but that tie might be the thing that buoys them to get the 1 seed in the NFC.
Right, but I mean, they had week 1 was kind of like their coming out party, right?
Mm-hmm.
They bring in Micah, all this talk, and then they beat Detroit, beat the Commanders. Then in the 2-week span, they lose to Cleveland and score 10 points,
and they led that game throughout, and it fell apart,
and then gave up 40 to Dallas
and tied them.
And
last week, against a team that somehow they're competitive in every game and should probably win most of these games, you struggle mightily against Arizona.
Right. Like, it shouldn't look that difficult.
No, but it did. So I don't know. But I look Rams, I look Eagles, I look Lions. The best record right now, they're 4-1-1, is the Packers, and I don't have them at the top of that Mount Rushmore of the NFC.
Right, but now. I mean, you did in week 1, so it's gonna. I mean, it'll continue to change.
It'll go back and forth.
It doesn't
You're
feel
right.
like there's a clear-cut favorite right now in the NFC,
which is I kind of like.
Look at Tampa right now.
Right, and another team I didn't even mention.
Right, so
how are they only given 4 points on the road to the Saints?
Division matchup.
I don't know, man. Something shady about that.
Well, they're all nicked. They're all banged up.
I know.
Baker didn't look great last week.
He looked awful last week. That was the first time this year he hasn't looked good.
Everything was high. Ibuka's clearly not 100%.
Evans is now out.
Bucky Irving Like, and Rashad White's fine.
Yeah,
but he's
Irving's
not-
out again.
Yeah, but he's not. Rashad White's not Bucky Irving.
No.
No.
Bucky Irving is special. Rashad White's good. Bucky Irving is special.
He ain't Bucky Irving.
All right, let's break. We'll come back. Let's get to the calls on the Jets and the Giants. We have Ranaan at 7:35, then Cimini, then Around the League, then the Frenzy. So it goes quick. 1-800-919-3776. Get involved on the Jets and the Giants. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Listen up, football fans. At Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Listen, the weather is starting to cool off a little bit and the cold is coming fast. Fill up your oil before the cold sets in. Now's the best time because the prices are still so low. By the time we get to Halloween and early November, you know it's going to be freezing. So make it easy to keep your house comfortable and warm. That's what Romeo's Fuel does. They keep you warm with discount home heating oil. Order online at romeosfuel.com. Now fully serving Nassau and Suffolk, go to romeosfuel.com today. That's romeosfuel.com.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Your fantasy roster is set. The Smack Talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. It's busy in a moment. Ranaan and Cimini. It's funny, I got emails last week. How come you gave Ranaan? People are timing it now. Why did you give Ranaan 14 minutes and Cimini only got 9? Why is that?
Ranaan was a little long-winded.
I don't, have you seen the Jets?
Yeah, I mean, how much you
We
really
love
knew
them.
about the Jets?
Just confused at why today, but it's fine. It's Rich Cimini. Good morning, Rich. How are you?
You did say that to poor Rich also.
Because we had him on a day the Jets weren't playing. So it's not that I don't like Rich. I adore Rich. I was just confused by why Rich was there.
If RJ sets it up, you just got to believe.
I think you're right.
That it's the right decision.
You're right. It's like I go into a poker game. I think it's fixed, but RJ tells me it's not fixed. Then you know what? That's what I have to believe.
If RJ tells you in his rundown that Sean McVay is now coaching Denver, Sean McVay is now coaching Denver.
Who am I to question? RJ, how did that happen yesterday?
I think it's an easy slip-up. Sean Payton, Sean McVay.
Yeah, you know what? Sean, and then you just went with the wrong Sean. I think it's fair.
It's 3:12 in the morning. These things happen.
McVay can very easily be inserted there.
That was one thing that Sean McVay did say, that he's kind of learned as he's gone through.
What are you saying?
I'm trying to figure out how I want to word it.
And you made fun of me for Sean McVay, Sean Payton.
Well, I mean, you're not saying anything.
I'm not saying anything. He actually was saying, I think it was a podcast, that the one thing that he learned or has learned, the important thing is, he used to think it was super cool not to sleep, like it was a badge of honor. Like, I'm doing so much work that I don't even sleep, and he's like, that might have been the dumbest thing.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Every time I go to like a doctor, like, okay, and has your eating and good and your sleep? No, not good. Oh, you don't sleep well? No. How many hours do you get? Like 3 or 4. What? You're sleeping like 3, 4, 5 hours?
You should have corrected him. I sleep well.
I sleep great.
For the 3 or 4 hours that I'm allowed to sleep.
The time I'm allowed to sleep, I sleep like a baby.
Yeah.
But it's just not a lot of time.
Yeah.
Game Time is brought to you, my friend, by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it's Tully time. The Red Hot Devils host the Sharks 7 o'clock. They'll probably beat them by 11 goals tonight. Knicks welcome the Celtics to the Garden 7:30. And at that very same time, and I wonder if this is a coincidence, the Nets and the Cavs tip off at Barclays. Then 8 o'clock, Game 1 of the World Series from Toronto, Blue Jays, Dodgers. That's a Friday night in sports, my friend.
That's a solid Friday night.
And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So you just watched this game out of obligation on Sunday. Like, do you look for anything? I can't wait to find out who the quarterback's going to be Sunday for the Jets.
I am so excited to find out. I'm sure that Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor are probably also excited to figure out who's
you
going to be
would think.
Since it didn't sound like yesterday, Justin Fields knew. Hasn't told us yet. He knows.
They know. You know it's going to be Tyrod Taylor.
Of course. It's going to. Well, how do you go to Justin Fields after what the owner said about
you cannot.
You can't.
I'll tell you that. That'd be a guy that was very confident in his job. If you're Aaron Glenn, you're like, we're going to stay with Justin Fields.
Yeah, he also said, Woody lets me decide. These are my decisions.
Sure he does. Right after the hug, he can tell him, listen, Woody, what I've decided is we're going to go to Justin Fields.
No, it would have to be during the hug.
During the hug? Maybe you whisper
ear.
it to him?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I see dead people. Yeah. Right? Like, Woody, we're going with Justin Fields.
Right. Like he was whispering to the referee when they were going to do the fake punt against Denver. Hey, we're going with
Justin Fields.
Yeah, Woody, you think it'd be great if we can complete a pass? Guess who's playing? Justin's playing.
And I think we're going to reacquire Assam.
Yeah. So take your ratings and you can shove them because I'm making decisions here now.
That's right. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tyrod Taylor, here he is when he was asked who was starting on Sunday.
I have no anticipation for it. Like I said, my mind and my sole focus is being available and ready to be able to lead this team when called upon.
So you don't know, or you just can't say?
I don't know.
Come on, you have to know.
He has to know.
You can't not know.
Hey, come on, man. What are we talking about?
Why are they playing these games? This is even if you want to say, which I think is ridiculous, we're not making it public yet. Fine. You don't know who's taking first team reps in practice.
Right. Like this isn't like, hey, I can go the whole week without telling the goalie who's playing because there's not one net, there's two nets. Right? Like who's taking first team reps? You got to tell the quarterback who's playing.
But you hear Rich, he's like, so you're telling me you don't know who's the quarterback? He's like, no, I don't know. I mean, what are we doing?
Well, how did they not know? But how did Aaron Glenn not know what Woody said? Or how did Justin Fields not know what Woody said?
He had to know.
Who knows, though?
You know this better than me. You're in a professional locker room. The owner rips you. You don't think that guys are walking up to you like, man, I got your back? Or did you hear what Woody said about you? Come on.
How about a PR person? hey, coach, so you know, this is what Woody said about your quarterback. Be ready for the question. It's the Jets, though. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them not to know. Look what we're talking about, though.
Bizarre.
Like, what other owner would say that?
None?
Outside of maybe Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry would do that.
I mean, in an effort to support his head coach, blast the quarterback.
I mean, can you imagine that? If you were feeling down, and I was like, Rick, you're doing a great job. And you're doing such a great job because RJ stinks.
RJ's awful.
He's a disaster. He walks in 3 o'clock, looks like grim death half the time. He doesn't know what's going on, right? Who does that?
Woody does it.
Yeah. Well, let's go to Ira in Staten Island. Ira, I'm sorry that you're living through this. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. And no, it's just no big deal. I'm used to it after all these years. And before I get to the game real quick, the Jets did make it public who the quarterback is. Because the promo that you guys have been playing all season has Susan saying, and Fields drops a dime to Wilson for a touchdown. Well, since Monday or Tuesday, that promo's gone, and they have a different promo running. So they took Fields off the commercial, so that tells you right away he's not playing.
Okay. That's a lot of connecting the dots, but I think you're right. I think you're right that Tyrod Taylor.
There's no other choice. Tyrod Taylor has to be playing.
Has to play.
Of course, and you know what? I want to know if he's going to be my veteran next year because there's no free agents and let the rookie sit. But with this week, listen, Dave, they're probably going to stumble into a win or two somewhere. But I don't think it's this week. If Flacco has time, he's going to carve them up. I think they put up 35 points.
Oh my God!
I mean, who's going to cover Higgins and Chase and Fant, the tight end? Even if Gardner was on the field, they couldn't cover them. So I think the defense lets down this week. I think they see the bye week. They're making a road trip. I think they mail it in. I think they get blown out.
Well, that's nice.
Wow, that was a really positive call.
Very
today,
uplifting. Jets will get, and it's not like you're playing a very good team. I mean, the Bengals are hardly a special team. Their defense stinks, and their offensive line's not very good.
Right, but I mean, with the addition of Joe Flacco, the offense has come alive.
I'm not taking it. But I don't know. I'm kind of like the Jets to cover the number this week.
You take the number?
Yeah. You couldn't see the Jets losing 24-20?
They scored 6 points against Carolina.
I know.
By the way, how incredible is this, though? And he's had a couple big games here recently, that with the quarterback turmoil going on in Cincinnati, right? Burrow gets hurt. Then they bring in Browning, who just can't help but throw interceptions. Now Joe Flacco's playing. Jamar Chase still leads the NFL
He's awesome.
In receptions and is, I think, second in yards.
I was on a site that I go on to check out like the projections for this week and how they have the different players ranked. Wide receiver, he's wide receiver 1 coming into this week. I mean, he's unbelievable. That duo is unbelievable.
Oh, it's just him in general. I mean, him and Higgins together?
Yeah, they are.
It doesn't matter with Chase. And then Joe Flacco's like, dude, guess who's getting the ball? Jamar
He probably can't even believe it. It's like I go from Cleveland, where I got nothing, and we can barely move the football, to these guys. I mean, he won the lottery.
Yeah, he's off like having dinner by himself, just living the dream.
Interesting guy. All right, so Ranaan, Cimini, Around the League, Frenzy, Stuff You Missed, Week 8 NFL Picks, Plays of the Week. There's a lot to do, and this is the place we're going to do it. DNR with you. All that and more on the way. ESPN New York.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. but are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Tire care shouldn't come with extra costs or surprise fees. It should be simple, straightforward, and stress-free. So at Midas, they're rolling out the limited lifetime tire guarantee, included with every tire purchase with paid installation. You'll pay nothing for flat repairs, nada for flat replacements, zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles, and zero for other preventative maintenance. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the limited lifetime tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments. The electricity is palpable. Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Now it gets busy, and you get Lil Dave. The shot of us on YouTube, you can watch us on YouTube. It's wild. You get Rick looks like a monster. Jordan's smaller in the middle, and I, for some reason, when we do this shot, I turn into like a Lilliputian. I don't understand why. Nobody really understands why, but it's interesting.
But you're not small any other time?
Not like this, no. Was that a sexual joke? Is that what that was?
I think it was. Buy yourself a new iPad. That's all you got to do.
But I don't think it's not the iPad, though.
It's got to be the camera.
No.
It's
not the camera.
Then why does mine look like this?
I have no idea.
I have a feeling Dave's camera is just further away, no?
No, it's not.
It's not. That's the issue, Jordan.
No, it's not further away.
All
right, we don't need to break this down. I'm just saying if you watch it on YouTube, you'll get a treat because it's a ridiculous-looking three-shot. Anyway, Jordan, what's the mood around this team right now? I mean, that's as bad a loss as you could possibly suffer on the road, physical game. Now you get Philly. Like, obviously they've moved past the loss, but what's the mood been around this team all week?
Yeah, I think it's been a tough week. They're looking to just rebound. They're trying to take the positives from that game, clean away the mess. You know, the Brian Burns yelling as he walks to the locker room, and Shane Bowen taking the blame for not having Dexter Lawrence on the field, and they're looking forward to trying to wipe away the tears from that loss because that one definitely hurt them.
Right, Jordan. But I mean, in taking the blame, aren't you also admitting that you kind of don't know what you're doing at the same time?
In a way, but here's my question to you. How much is the head coach involved in it? Like, right? How much is it? That was maybe just what the head coach wanted, and if not, like why not? Like there was 3 to 5 minutes between Jackson Dart scoring and the first play of the opening drive. Shouldn't there be some sort of community? Like if it's just Shane Bowen, then I'm saying, well, why isn't Brian Daboll being involved in that? So it makes me think in a way that Brian Daboll is complicit in it to some degree, and it wasn't just Shane Bowen decided here's what we're going to do on his own. Well, I mean, am I crazy to think that?
No,
like,
it's more like
your head coach better be going up to him and discussing strategy in the 3 to 5 minutes before the defense gets on the field. That's what he should be doing.
But it doesn't feel like he does that, which again is I think why we're talking about whether or not he's a good head coach. I mean, go back to, and you said this when we asked you about Wink, and I don't want to keep harping on Wink, but it was like Wink didn't believe in him because he didn't feel like he had a plan. Right? Like things like, I'm sitting here watching him get upset. Well, if you were that upset about what Shane Bowen just did and you thought that Dexter Lawrence should be on the field or that you should bring pressure, tell him that. You're the head coach.
Right. You're the CEO of this thing. Why are you not making that understood that that's what you expect?
It's obviously a breakdown on multiple levels then.
Twice.
Right? Yeah, twice. But that's the thing is it happened again.
Yeah.
You figure after it happened the first time, you'd be like, okay, let's not make sure this doesn't happen again. No, but it happened again. That's why this is also frustrating. And now, you know what? That's why it's also so frustrating to Brian Burns and the players.
It should be. I understand why it would be. By the way, this Ranaan and Cimini report brought to you by Bet365. So, I mean, I know you don't know, but we take calls all the time about, Daboll, he should come back and he should be the guy and he shouldn't be. Like, are these next 10 games, like, is he fighting for his job? Has there been any, leak from up above that there's unhappiness or they're pleased that there's progress with Dart or they're unhappy with how they're losing games? Like, if you had to put your finger on what direction we're heading in, what direction are we heading in?
Well, the people in the building are definitely not happy continuously losing games. And to me, you see a clear line in the sand between the front office and the coaching staff as well, right? Like, it's like, hey, when Brian Daboll went up there and said, this is my decision, like, it was pretty clear he felt like he was under pressure, right? The front office is basically looking at it from a perspective, hey, we provided these players, we should be better when we're winning some games, and they're like pointing the finger at the coaches. And last year you heard about it in the offseason, the coaches are like, hey, we don't have enough talent here to win. So it does appear that there's a separation, and in order for him to, like, the Jackson Dart certainly helps, right? Jackson Dart playing well, that's Brian Daboll's case. But you also need to win some games. You can't lose games. You can't keep losing games in amazing fashion where it can easily be portrayed as, hey, if we had better coaching, we would have better results in regards to wins. This isn't going to be conducive to long-term success. So I do think Brian Daboll, in a way, is fighting for his job, and he needs to produce wins on top of having Jackson Dart be successful.
Right. Another thing that's not conducive to long-term success or just success in general is what the Giants have been doing in the kicking game. I mean, what are you expecting this week for
let me just before you even answer this, if it's Gano and he gets hurt in pregame warmups and somehow can't play, I'm showing up at your house and I'm going to attack you.
Why is it my fault?
Because you're
involved. It's my fault that Graham Gano's 38 years old and might get hurt?
I don't know where you live exactly. I will find out where you live and I will
Gary
show
knows.
up at your house.
We'll text Gary. Dave, Gary knows. We'll text Gary.
Yes. It'll be the end.
I don't understand why the brunt of the criticism would be on me.
You know what? I don't understand either. But someone, you know what? You'd be the person that has to take.
No.
Get
go
all
to the Giants facility and protest or something. Don't come to my house.
Hey, you got Brian Daboll's number. Text Daboll. Say, listen, Dabes. This is what's happening. If Gano gets hurt, I'm gonna have to slap someone around, and it might be you.
It just might be.
I mean, the way they portrayed it is that, well, if Graham Gano is healthy enough, he's going to kick. Now, we never see anybody kick, so during practice at this time, except for a few kickoffs here or there. And I saw, Young Wei Koo basically shank a couple kickoffs. Even last week I saw him do it again. So I kind of understand why they're not dying to put him out there. But
he used to be so good. What happened to him?
Isn't that the life of kickers? Sometimes you just lose it.
Hey, sometimes you lose your golf swing, man. Sometimes it's just it becomes so mental.
But here's the thing. They do have a decision to make. If Graham Gano is able to kick, do you also activate Young Wei Koo just to protect yourself from that? I mean,
is there like an emergency kicker situation they can do in the NFL?
I'll be on record saying you absolutely need to. Like, it'd be foolish not to have a second kicker just in case. Like, you don't need the extra offensive lineman or the extra special teamer. Like, it's more important to have a kicker in this situation, in my opinion. Like, you gotta have a contingency plan just in case he doesn't make it through the game.
I know you've been hesitant to throw flowers on this guy, but it's 4 games now, and you're the last person that gets overly excited about stuff. Jackson Dart, fill in the blank. What is he right now? 4 weeks in.
He's been great. I mean, I'm not hesitant to throw flowers. He was awesome in that Eagles game. I was fully sold after that game. I mean, that was unbelievable.
So are you sold? Are you of the mindset right now the Giants have their quarterback? They have won that battle.
I mean, do I know if he's going to be a top 5, all-time quarterback?
I'm not asking you for that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm at the point where his floor, I think I said after his second start, his floor was already, higher than Justin Fields. Like, he's now, I'm a good quarterback, top 10-ish type quarterback floor. Like, his ability, you know what's impressed me the most? You see guys, we knew he was athletic, right? And he has this athleticism. But in training camp, you're wearing a red jersey. No one can hit you. It's not really the same. The pressure, everybody lets up on you when you get close. The preseason, it's the preseason. His athleticism is even better than I thought. Like, the way he's able to escape and move around the pocket and stay calm is very impressive. Like, that to me is really good. Now, again, in order to be a great quarterback, it'll be determined on how he learns how to read defenses, how he's able to handle games. But he did kind of get lucky there at the end. He threw the ball up a couple times. He's got to relax in those spots a little bit. That's kind of was his MO at Ole Miss. But yeah, no, I'm really sold. I mean, he's been great. Like, as long as he's the quarterback, Dave, they have a chance to beat any team. Honestly, we couldn't say that for a very long time with this team.
Yeah, I mean, Dave just needs to be reassured every single time because you're not the first. He asked Lewis this question. He asked Tim Hasselbeck this question.
No, Jordan doesn't like to throw flowers. So when Jordan does, I like to know. And I've had a very rough week. I wanted to hear some positivity.
You have to prove it. You can't just have a good rookie year and flash a little bit in my mind. And then we keep saying, and Giants fans keep doing this over and over again. Oh, this guy's a really good player. Well, you know what? Now, they said that about Tyler Nubin this year. You still feel that way about Tyler Nubin?
No, I think Banks is good though. Very good.
Oh,
how do we feel about Banks? The same was said about Eric Flowers. Same was said about Evan Neal. Like, we've been over it so many times with this team.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, right, but you never saw Evan Neal play. But you never saw Evan Neal play well.
No, never
in the NFL.
I know, but people, if you just see a flash at the end, they're like, "Oh, he played better at the second half of the year." Like, that's.
By the way, I'm not going to show up at your house and go after you. I'm going to send Eric Flowers to your house. Yeah, I'm sending Eric Flowers to your house to obliterate you.
He might be doing his wife a favor. Flott's been really good too.
What?
So
Flott has been good.
Illuminor's been good.
No, I'm objecting to whatever Rick just threw in there.
Well, yeah, I kind of try to sneak that in.
Threw a joke about my wife, I believe.
When Adebo went out and Banks came in, it seemed like that was a big deal for what Denver was trying to do. What's the injury updates for Adebo and Holland going into this game this weekend?
Yeah, they haven't practiced this week. They both have knee injuries. I'd be really surprised if we see either of them this week. Brian Burns hasn't practiced either, but he said he's going to play. So I feel a little more confident about that. Maybe if one of them gets on the field today. I don't expect Holland to be a guy who gets on the field this week. This is probably going to take him another week or two. I haven't seen Adebo, so I don't really know. But doesn't look good when you miss 2 practices. So now the question is, does Deonte Banks even get another opportunity?
Cool.
Or do you just say, hey, let's just keep going further down the totem pole here. Art Green, you're up, or at least in my opinion.
Who is Art Green?
Art Green. Dave, you're a big Giant fan.
I've never heard of him before.
Art Green's number 23. He's the gunner. He's the gunner out there that's killing people. He's a big cornerback, physical guy. So at least I feel with Art Green on the field, you can get solid run defense. There was actually a preseason game where Art Green was making tackles left and right. I think he had 6 tackles against the run in one of these preseason games. So I think it would be smart of the Giants to use that skill at least and say, okay, Deonte Banks struggles bad, almost worse against the run than he does against the pass, and that's saying a lot, right? At least we could use Art Green in that capacity and sort of minimize the deficiencies there.
Sounds like he's in witness protection. Who's starting a corner today? Art Green will be at the left corner spot.
I'm going to send Art Green to your house. Art Green's a big cornerback.
He's
imposing.
welcome. He's well. He can have a dog.
Banks looks like when they're running the ball. Banks looks like he's like attempting to get himself blocked.
Yeah,
like
he just sort of darts inside to get himself out of the way. It's actually very common, way more common than people realize. About cornerbacks don't really want to mix it up.
Typically, they'll cover though. Occasionally.
Yeah, but at least that's what I was about to say. But at least then you have to be a good cover guy, and he hasn't proven to be that.
He's proven nothing. So,
no.
With all that said, the injuries, we know about that. What's going to happen? Giants going to sweep the Eagles this year?
I think it'll be a close game. I probably lean to the Eagles in this one. They have a little, something to prove here after they lost to the Giants last time. They're at home. Jalen Carter's back. Quinyon Mitchell's back.
Neither of those guys played the first time these two teams played, by the way.
That's why I said they're back, Dave.
No, but you could have meant from last week.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
I think
own it. Just admit you were wrong.
I think I was pretty self-explanatory. I think everybody knew what I was saying.
I don't think so.
Rick?
Nope.
I got to take Jordan's side here.
Of course you do. That's fine. All right, that's fine. We're done. Thanks, Jordan. Bye. Appreciate you. Talk to you. That's great.
Can you let the man finish his answer, please?
He's done. We'll see you, Jordan. Bye.
I don't even remember what I was talking about anymore.
It doesn't matter. It wasn't very good anyway.
Close game. Jackson Dart plays. They at least have a chance to win. That's what you should be happy about.
If Jackson Dart plays, is there a chance Jackson Dart doesn't play?
I'm saying when Jackson Dart plays, they automatically have a chance. Why are you picking apart every little thing?
Okay, great. Thanks, Jordan. Bye. You
Hey,
look
good
great
talking
today.
to you, Dave.
We appreciate all the
Rick,
red.
I actually enjoyed talking to you better today.
Sunday at the Masters. Rick hates you. Okay,
shut your face.
That's the truth. You should hear what he says about you.
That couldn't be further from the truth, Jordan. Don't believe
detests you.
Look at what's the matter with you today?
I'm not over last week yet.
What's wrong with this guy?
I'm not over last week yet.
Jordan, doctors can't figure it out. How would I know?
I could go to BetterHelp for like 24/7, and they wouldn't be able to figure out what's wrong with me right now.
It's 5 days later, Dave. Come on, grow up,
please.
He ate a microphone this week, Jordan.
Yeah,
he ate it.
I'll take that to my grave. That loss, 5 days. Don't give me the 5 days later crap. Worst loss you've seen.
All he's trying to do is let you know that when Jackson Dart plays, since you ask him the question every single week,
I know that's going to begin next week.
They have a chance.
You know what? Let's say goodbye to Jordan because now we got to bring in the great Rich Cimini. I mean, what an elite job this guy does, and I mean that sincerely because to have to deal with the stink on the Jets continuously week after week after week is really remarkable. Rich, you have any idea who's going to play quarterback this week for the Jets?
I think I'm walking into a hornet's nest here, listening to the way you're talking to Jordan. I don't know if I want to do this, but good morning to you guys.
Good morning.
And I think it'll be Tyrod Taylor on Sunday. The Jets are playing the mystery game, trying to, the old quote unquote competitive advantage. I think when all is said and done, I think Tyrod Taylor will be out there.
Competitive advantage. All right,
it's a tremendous advantage.
Rich.
Well, I've heard there's been a lot of jokes about that this week about maybe if they really want a competitive advantage, they shouldn't play either guy. But it is what it is. I mean, clearly Justin Fields has had some horrific games in a row. You have the Woody Johnson comments on Monday or Tuesday rather. Although I think at that point Aaron Glenn had already made his decision. And when you're winless, when you're 0-7 and you need all the help you can get, I guess maybe withholding your quarterback announcement gives you the slightest, like a 1% perhaps advantage. But this is still going to be a tough game for them on Sunday.
Rich, tell me you believe that Aaron Glenn actually knew what Woody Johnson had said, like that he wasn't caught off guard by that when he was asked the question.
No, he obviously, I'm sure he knew. I mean, he obviously knew. He talked about it with the team in the morning, before meeting with us. He said he addressed it in the team meeting and also addressed it privately with the players. Now, Justin Fields said he didn't know which I think may have, I don't think that was the whole truth and nothing but when we were speaking to him. He obviously had been briefed on it by the Jets and was in that team meeting, I'm presuming, to hear about Glenn talking about it. And you know how this goes. Word spreads like he says he's not on social media, but people have friends on social, so it gets to them. So I'm sure they all knew 5 minutes after Woody said what he said that everybody knew.
They knew. There's no way that they didn't know. So how do you defend this duo, which you could argue is the best wide receiver duo in the game on Sunday? You saw them pick apart the Steelers. I mean, Flacco certainly is an older quarterback, but he still has an arm. And, I mean, Chase and Higgins are just monsters. So that's got to be the game plan to slow them down. How do the Jets go about slowing them down? Because defense has been pretty good of late.
Yeah, the last two games, the defense has played better. The thing is, they're not going to have Sauce Gardner on Sunday. So of all games, not to have your number one corner facing those two guys, it's going to be really hard. So obviously they still have Brandon Stevens, who actually has played better the last couple of weeks. But this is a monster challenge with these. I mean, Steve Wilkes referred to Jamar Chase yesterday as a potential Hall of Famer, which he's probably not wrong, based on the track he's on right now. And so the other starter will be interesting, how they replace Sauce. I mean, normally it would be their rookie from Florida State, Az Thomas, who goes right in there. But now, do they move Jarvis Brownlee, their slot corner, the last couple of games, outside? Because Michael Carter II is coming back this week, their nickel corner. So maybe you put Carter back in his old spot in the slot, and you slide Brownlee outside just to get a more experienced guy on one of those two receivers. It's a possibility. We'll see how. No matter how they play it, it's going to be just a huge challenge.
Rich, I got to imagine with how poorly they defend it, Cincinnati, that the Jets would incorporate now with Tyrod Taylor at quarterback more targets for their running backs, I would think, in this game, or no?
Well, we've been asking that. I mean, Breece Hall has just been underutilized in the passing game, and this is coming after. Remember all in training camp, all the talk about Breece Hall, and we're going to split him out as a receiver, and he can run the entire route tree. I think they've split him out as a receiver maybe 7 or 8 times the entire year, and he's just not catching passes. We talked about this in the past. They don't throw screen passes to the running backs. But I think Tyrod at quarterback gives you – I think he pushes the ball downfield, obviously, a little bit more than Fields, who is just, almost robotic in throwing to, check downs. He barely gets the ball past the line of scrimmage. So I think, you get more attacking all different parts of the field with Tyrod Taylor. Now, he's got to cut down on the interceptions. Obviously, the 2 interceptions last week were crucial in that loss. But will he get the ball more to Breece Hall? I guess it depends how Cincinnati plays it. The Jets coaches are saying that they've needed Hall to be involved in pass protection a little bit more. So not that anyone could tell. I mean, they've given up 20 sacks in the last 3 games, which is a historic mark in itself. But, you would think they would try to get their best guys, Hall involved. And, Garrett Wilson's probably not going to play this week. He hasn't practiced since that knee injury.
How active do you think the Jets are going to be at the trade deadline? Like, do you think they're just going to everything not nailed down is going to be available for teams?
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, I think they're going to do everything they can to try to get some future assets. I know they've been getting calls. There's been a lot of players mentioned. But yesterday I actually went up to Jermaine Johnson, because he's one of the guys who's been mentioned, and he told me, the front office has been communicating with him very clearly, and they told him that you're not going to get traded. So I think we can remove Jermaine Johnson's name from the rumor mill, but other guys, certainly like Breece Hall, Quincy Williams, who I do expect to play this week, by the way, he's practicing. He told me yesterday that he feels great. So I think they'll activate him. He's another guy. Michael Carter II is another guy, I think, who's been talked about in trade talks. Offensive, maybe an Alan Lazard. So there's probably 5 or 6 guys. Quinnen Williams, I think, would be a long shot, but his name has come up. So there's probably 5 or 6 guys.
Rich, you mentioned the offensive line. I mean, that was supposed to be, and I know you got a second-year left tackle and you got a rookie right tackle, but that was supposed to be one of the strengths of this team. You mentioned the 20 sacks. What's going on with the offensive line right now?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, you can't put all those sacks on Justin Fields. Now, obviously, he holds the ball too long, but I mean, the offensive line has had breakdowns as well. And let's go back to training camp. I mean, losing Vera Tucker was big. I mean, because they had to put, Tippmann at right guard. He's been okay, but they put Josh Myers at center. Myers has struggled at center. You look at the blocking metrics. He's one of the lowest rated centers in the league. And he had last couple of weeks, especially that Denver game, he had a rough game. He had another rough game last week against a very tame Carolina defense. They made him look like the Broncos the previous week. They gave up 6 sacks. So, it's been different things. I think Membu got off to a really good start at right tackle, but his performance has slipped the last couple of weeks. Olufoshanu, I think last time I checked, he was ranked last among left tackles and quarterback pressures. So it's been across the board, and, it's not just a quarterback thing. It's a blocking thing as well.
All right, Rich, so is this the week the Jets get their first victory of the season in Cincinnati?
I do not believe so. I think, unfortunately for them, they're going to go into the bye at 0-8. I mean, The Bengals their defense is no great shakes either. We know that. But Flacco has given them a shot in the arm coming off that big win over Pittsburgh last week. The receivers, we talked about it. That's going to be a tough cover for the Jets. And I just think the Jets are going to be missing two of their best players, in Gardner and Wilson. So, I mean, you look at it logically, I think this is going to be a really tough one for the Jets. So I'm actually picking the Bengals here by a couple of touchdowns.
Touchdowns. We discuss this all the time, and Rick laughs at me because I'm like, you're not going to go winless. You're going to find a win here or there. Are you of the mindset that this team could go winless, or you think they're going to find a win or two?
No, I don't think they'll go winless. I mean, I did pick them to beat Dallas and Miami. I thought those teams were ripe for the picking, with their defensive play. And, of course, look what happened there. Wrong about both those games. They have some games coming up. They have Miami again. That's at home. I mean, that's a game they obviously can win. They play New Orleans on the road. That's a possible win. Those two games right there could be, major ramifications for the number one pick in the draft. So these are big games for the Jets, not in the traditional sense, but I do think they'll snag a couple of wins, which is obviously far below what the expectations were going into the year.
Absolutely. All right, Rick, you don't have anything else, do you?
No. I mean, what am I going to say? I mean,
I don't know.
He told me against was it Denver, where it's like Sean Payton and Aaron Glenn are close friends, so he's not going to embarrass him too much. I'll pick Denver by 17.
But they kept it close.
I'll go Cincinnati by 2 touchdowns.
I mean, if you're a Jet fan, I know you're a Jet fan, but if you're looking for the total silver lining, I mean, the Jets have had 5 games, I think it's 5, where they've lost by 1 score.
Yeah.
So, which I think is among the leaders. So, if you're looking at it from that perspective, which obviously is a desperation perspective at this point, then you could say, hey, look, they've been close in a lot of these games, and for different reasons.
Rich, here's what concerns me though, is you just brought up the importance of these potential 2 games, the Miami game and the New Orleans game, as far as where we're picking in the draft. We clearly need a quarterback. So, in my opinion, there weren't high expectations, which I don't know if I necessarily liked or not. But it was, can Justin Fields play? Can he be the franchise quarterback? And can Aaron Glenn coach? We got the answer on Justin Fields. He's not the future, right? That $30 million you spent on him, that's probably wasted money. My biggest problem is I don't know if Aaron Glenn can coach. And right now I would probably lean towards he probably can't. And that's a scary place to be when you could potentially have the first overall pick in the upcoming draft.
No, those are valid concerns. I mean, I think in the Justin Fields situation, you had 4 years of evidence to suggest that he probably would not be the answer, and that has come to fruition a lot sooner than anyone expected, but that has come to fruition. Now with Glenn, you're right. I mean, there are major questions about, mostly game management. At the end of half scenarios, he's botched a few of those. And so there are legitimate concerns there. I think with Glenn, you got to evaluate him over the second half of the year. Look, they're going on a bye week next week. They're going to come back. They're going to play their last 9 games. They're going to look at it like it's a brand new season. Evaluate Aaron. See how he does over that second half of the year. Is he making the same mistakes? That's how you're going to evaluate him. He's a rookie at it, And even though he's been around the league for a while as an assistant, you're still a rookie head coach, and you're going to make mistakes. And he certainly made his fair share of them. Let's see if he improves. And so. But right now, sitting here on whatever day, 24th of October, it is a concern for sure.
All right, Rich, we appreciate you. This wasn't so bad, right? This was no hornet's nest here.
I got through it. I think I might have softened your mood a little bit.
You're great. Now, it's you. You know what it is? The truth. Can I tell you something honestly? We like you better than Jordan, and that's why it's easier to talk to you. You're more conversational.
Well, it's just that you associate Jordan with. You associate him with the Giants, and right now you're in a dark place with the Giants, and you're taking it out on Jordan. So that's
I think you're probably right.
Maybe I'm your change of pace.
You are, and we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you, Rich.
Thanks, Rich.
All right, guys. Talk to you next week. Take care.
It's not a change of pace. He puts you in a good mood because we're the only fan base that has it. I mean, we have it worse than you.
Yeah. Well, you know what else? I don't have to talk about the Giants. So
right, but nice you're not very attractive, but the Jets are Rocky Dennis.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Compared to the Jets, we're George Clooney. We're Brad Pitt. We're Leo.
Defense has played good the last couple of weeks. I'll take Cincinnati by 2 touchdowns.
But not by a lot, though.
Not by a lot.
Like a 31-13 kind of a thing.
Just 14 points.
Yeah. By the way, you're listening to DNR on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York, and that was, and it got a little feisty there for a moment, the Ranaan and Cimini report, brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. All right, RJ, how you doing?
Good.
There you go. Look at you. Very quick response.
Yeah.
RJ, did you feel like that got a little awkward between Dave and Jordan there?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, he got combative.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to accept it.
I'm in the process of posting the video now, and I was rewatching, and it does. I mean, Jordan, he could be spunky. So if you go at him, he's going to come back at you.
No, he wanted to fight, and I'm not afraid of a fight. Let's go.
I mean, listen, we don't normally bring every little thing to air, but this might be one of those things, but we're going to do it anyways because it's what we do. Afterwards, Jordan was just like, wow, he's in a mood today, huh?
Jordan said words that we can't say.
What did he say? I don't know what he said. What did he say?
And you're not going to.
He just said.
What do you mean?
He just said, wow, is Dave in a little bit of a mood today?
Dave was in a great mood. He pissed me off.
Wow.
I found him to be obnoxious and entitled.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That's right.
He just felt he was getting jumped.
He's giving you the information you asked for.
It's not the information I wanted.
He felt he was
I didn't mean to be made fun of on my own show.
You
know what? He's banned.
No.
No more Jordan rest of the season. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Overruled.
Yeah.
He goes or I go.
You're not going anywhere.
Neither of you are going anywhere.
All right. Well, I tried. RJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Your Niners keep winning.
That's nice.
That's nice,
well,
right?
We're going to start with something that's interesting regarding them.
By the way, before we get to Around the League, is Nico Collins playing this week?
We'll answer that for you, too.
Oh, you have all the answers, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
It's time to go around the league.
But before we do, I tell you that this is what some in the fantasy world refer to as Bimageddon. Cardinals, Lions, Jags, Raiders, Rams, Seahawks.
Yeah, I had
See
to
you
pick
next
up the Saints backup running back this week.
I had to start Jordan Mason last night.
What did he get, like 1 point?
I don't think he got to one.
Uh-huh.
I think he had 4 carries for 3 yards. He might have had a catch, so maybe he got to one. In that game, though, Chargers smashed the Vikings 37-10. But the storyline, interesting coming out of it, J.J. McCarthy. Was this, as some call it, a soft benching that's been going on, or will we see him soon, Kevin O'Connell?
If JJ's healthy, JJ will play. And that's been the case since the injury. And that's always been kind of my mindset. I believe we're right. Hopefully around the corner from seeing him be healthy, have a week of preparation, and go compete. Because that's really, that's what he wants, and that's what he's been working towards.
So I have 2 real concerns surrounding the Vikings here.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, I don't know how good McCarthy is to begin with, and that's been your take the entire way, RJ. And number 2, injuries have to be a worry because he missed the whole first season with an injury, and now he's missed almost half of a second season with an injury. He's played 2 games so far. So I think if you're a Vikings fan, you cannot feel good about your situation right now.
Well, especially because you had Sam Darnold, and let's not forget you also had Daniel Jones in the building.
Yeah.
And in a perfect world, you go with the young kid. I mean, you drafted him. And financially, it would make the most sense, right? Take advantage of him going into his second year. You're not paying him anything, right? Team is close.
Right.
And just hasn't worked out. He hasn't played. And when he saw him for 7 of the 8 quarters, he hasn't been good.
He was bad.
Right. So you got Daniel Jones balling and Sam Darnold balling right now.
You think they're done?
I think it depends on how well J.J. McCarthy plays.
Rick, this was the bounce back you and I thought we were getting last week from the Chargers.
Yeah, it is.
It happened, though.
You guys should have made me take the Chargers.
No,
we're not going to make you do anything.
The Chargers.
You did like them. So let me ask you this, and if you can answer candidly. If it hadn't gone that extra hook, if it stayed at 3, would you have picked the Chargers?
Probably not.
Okay.
I was nervous about having watched them the last couple weeks and not play well.
Understood.
They haven't looked good at all in the last couple weeks.
No. Sunday, 1 o'clock.
I'll tell you what, Gadsden he's a game-changing player, though.
Syracuse guy. Sunday, 1 o'clock. You mentioned the Niners are 5-2. They visit the Texans at 2-4. This is the first time since DeMeco Ryans left the Niners and that coaching staff that the Niners will have to go against DeMeco Ryans. Tall order. Houston, first in the NFL in scoring defense, second in defensive EPA, 5th in yards allowed per carry, which is interesting considering before last week the Niners had not run the ball well. Nico Collins, you asked about him in concussion protocol. So I don't have a definitive answer, but he hasn't practiced yet, Dave, and he's still in protocol.
So I could be swayed towards taking the Niners if I knew he wasn't going to play. Sounds like we won't have that information. San Francisco is amazing. They really are. Because you look at the amount of injuries they have, both at the receiver spot and on the defensive side of things, and they just find ways to win games. That you're confused at how they find ways to win these games, but they do.
Well, I think part of it's coaching.
Yep.
I think they're really well coached on both sides of the ball. And I think the other thing, too, is going into this game is as good as Houston's defense is, Houston's offense is not good.
It's terrible.
At all. And I think when you watch C.J. Stroud play, you're starting to think, because the offensive line isn't good and they can't run it, when you watch his footwork and stuff, that he's starting to see the rush quite a bit. I think that's affecting how he plays. And if they got no Nico
and
Collins,
he takes a lot. Against Seattle, he got hammered in that game.
Right, but just look at how, I don't know if jittery is the right word, but when they start talking about, especially with young quarterbacks, when you get hit enough, all of a sudden you take your eyes down and you start looking at the rush. It feels like we're getting dangerously close to that with him right now.
Who's playing quarterback for the Niners this week?
I think it'll be Mac Jones.
Mac again.
I think it'll be Mac. Also, another note on Texans receivers, Christian Kirk, who missed last week's game with a hamstring, also has not practiced. With the Texans, typically, if you're looking for a lean, if their guys don't practice, they very rarely, if they're not out there today, they very rarely run their guys out there on Sunday if they're not available sometime Friday or before. So something to keep an eye on.
It's getting late early for Texas for the Texans here, though.
Yeah,
well, they're not going to win the division, right? That's done.
That's done.
So is that going to be a wild card team? You're right. They're on the verge of falling out of contention.
Well, it feels like the AFC is going to have at least two teams. Right? The East is going to have two.
The East is going to have two, and it looks like the West you would think would have two, right?
And then see what happens with Baltimore here.
Yep.
If Lamar comes back and all of a sudden Baltimore starts rolling a little bit.
Niners, by the way, getting 2.5 on the road. You mentioned Baltimore. They host the Bears. Optimistic expectations that Lamar Jackson is back this week. The Ravens, boy, they need him. They have tied the franchise worst start ever. They are in must-win mode. Only one team in NFL history, that would be the 1970 Cincinnati Bengals, have reached the playoffs after starting 1-6. Baltimore, typically, though, this is where you get them at their best. They are 8-1 games directly following a bye since 2016. Ravens favored by 6.5.
Yeah, this is one of those numbers that if you would have had me guess it a week ago, I would have not thought it would be 6.5. That feels like a big number. The Bears are winning games, and I know that Caleb doesn't look great, but their defense is playing better, and Swift and Monangai are a good duo. So, and remember, even if Jackson returns, the Ravens' defense has been absolutely awful. So I think Baltimore wins. I don't know that they win by a touchdown, though, in this one.
Well, another thing, too, is you had the Derrick Henry fumbling thing.
Yes.
Right? He hasn't.
Which feels like we've gotten past, though, right?
I think so. But, you mentioned the most important thing, which is the defense. I think their defense has given up over 32 points a game.
It's
brutal. Oh, by the way, I think secondary-wise, I know, they have the third highest passer rating against in the NFL, their secondary. So, Ben Johnson, this offense with Caleb Williams, you would think is a great opportunity, but I'm also sitting here looking at a 1-5 team that's laying 6.5 points.
And desperate.
This is it.
Because you can't go 1-6, right?
No, you can't lose. If you're going to make your way back into this and actually have a chance to win the division, you can't lose at home off your bye to the Bears.
Right.
Nope. Bills are in Carolina to play the Panthers. Bills off their bye, looking to avoid scoring 20 points or fewer in 3 straight games for the first time in 5 years. Carolina has yet to allow a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards in a game. Both these teams have 4 wins, have taken different paths to get there. Bills favored by 7.5 in this game, where it'll be Andy Dalton at quarterback for the Panthers.
The Buffalo Bills have not played well lately. They don't look like that team that they looked like early in the season. And here's the thing. They're sitting here at 4-2. They should be 3-3. They should have lost that opening game to Baltimore. So, yep. And I was leading the charge. I was all in on Buffalo. I think I heard Chris Sims on with Kay saying they are not a great team by any stretch. They have a great quarterback who gives the appearance that they're very good at times, but they have not been that team lately. Now, is this get-right game with Andy Dalton? Maybe. But they don't have any real weapons. I don't think you look at the Bills and you're terrified. Maybe James Cook, but you're not terrified of the guys they have, right? Since Diggs has left and Allen is great, they don't have any real weapons that terrify the opposition.
No, they have a couple good tight ends. I don't think that Keon Coleman has really taken that step that they were hoping. Shakir is good, but you're right. And that offense used to be, and this is a lot, just the amount that they put on Josh Allen's shoulders, like he'd be Superman, was still super explosive, but now just they're not. And on top of it, their defense stopping the run doesn't happen.
It's bad.
And you're going up against two good running backs. So, I mean, I think they're giving up almost 6 yards a carry, Buffalo's defense.
Yeah, Buffalo hoping to get a little healthier on defense, but we shall see. Patriots, they're 5-2. They welcome the inverse of their record, 2-5 Browns to town. So, Quinshon Judkins, running back for the Browns.
He's good.
5 touchdowns this season, 3 last week. Most by any Browns player through their first 6 career games since 1970. Browns, however, 0-8 against the spread. Their past 8 road games, which is where they find themselves up in Foxborough for this game. Pats favored by 7.5 at home.
Yeah, Drake May, it feels like he's taking that step, right? To go from, hey, he's pretty good to he's becoming an upper echelon quarterback. Now, you say what you want about the Browns, and it's true, but that defense is very, very good. I don't trust their passing game at all, but, they're not far off. Like, you feel like they're heading in the right direction because Judkins is a really good running back, and their defense is excellent, but offensively they don't move the football a ton. Yeah, I expect the Patriots to comfortably win this game.
I think the only thing you'd say about the Patriots, maybe in this spot, after playing 3 straight road games, right? You got Vrabel going back to Tennessee. It didn't look great early, but they ended up taking care of business. Is there a bit of a letdown, or is it, hey, we're back, we're home,
we're rolling. Let's crush them, right?
Right, like in the odds. I mean, the odds have actually switched. I mean, New England right now is favored to win the AFC East.
Really?
Over Buffalo, yeah.
Wow.
So.
That 7.5 is going to be a popular number because that's the same exact number that the Falcons are favored by here.
I think the Giants are also getting 7.5.
Yeah, popular number. They take on the 1-6 Dolphins.
Cass might too.
Bijan Robinson leads the
Dolphins.
Good, Bijan Robinson. We're just going to talk about him. He leads the NFL in total yards per game, 152. The Dolphins have allowed 5 of the 7 starting backs they've faced this season to go over 100 yards. So Bijan seems like a good candidate to do that. The Falcons have allowed 141 passing yards per game, fewest in the NFL. Gave Josh Allen the Bills a lot of fits a couple of weeks ago, which is the fewest passing team through 6 games since the 2019 Niners. As I said, Falcons by 7.5.
The Falcons disappointed me last time we saw them play. That game against the Niners was unimpressive, but the Dolphins, they stink. And they go on the road, and they were fighting for a while, right? Like they were losing games. You're like, yeah, but they competed against the Chargers, not against the Browns last week. That was non-competitive. They don't like the cold, so at least this is their environment indoors this week. But I firmly expect Atlanta to win this game.
Well, listen, I mean, Miami's a complete mess. I think there were a lot of people that thought after what you saw against Cleveland that would be it. Mike McDaniel would be done. He'd be fired and they'd move on. That didn't happen. Apparently, he's had a sit-down with Tua, trying to get themselves back on the same page. But you mentioned the Falcons part of this thing is Bijan Robinson is right there as the best, maybe one of the best offensive weapons in the league. He kind of got shut down last week against the Niners. But he had 40 yards rushing in that game.
Yeah.
There's a level of inconsistency with this Atlanta team because it feels like, especially with how well they're playing on the defensive side of the ball, that they should be winning more than they're winning.
Well, they're still working with a very young quarterback,
right? Which I think is part of it. But I would expect them at home
to smash.
So
are you taking the Falcons? Because I'm thinking about that game.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
4 o'clock window.
I love the argument.
Double. Injuries, a story for the Bucs. Mike Evans out with that broken clavicle. Tampa already without Chris Godwin Jr. with that fibula. Jalen McMillan has a neck injury, hasn't played all year. Bucky Irving still not going to play. He's got a foot and a shoulder. Saints, meanwhile, Chris Olave missed practice with an ankle injury. His situation worth monitoring here. Tampa favored by 4.5 on the road off their first stinker of the season.
Yeah, but it's a stinker against a team that's excellent, right? So I'm confounded by how this number's 4.5, and I know that the Bucs are all banged up, right? Their running back is banged up. Their best receiver is banged up. Chris Godwin is still banged up. Ibuka's not even healthy, but I would think they'd have enough to win this game by more than 4.5. Like this feels like a trap that you're setting yourself up for here.
It feels like a trap where they want you, like you think you're going to take Tampa.
They're begging you to take the Bucs, and you take the Bucs, and then they win by 3 or they lose the game outright.
Yeah, well, listen, Baker Mayfield did not look good in that last game. That's probably the worst I've seen him look this season. I don't know if he was dealing with something. He kind of at one point kind of bent over to stretch his back, but he was high on everything. I mean, they're running out of weapons. As deep as they were at the receiver position, it's just one by one. Right, Godwin hasn't been right all season. Now they lose Evans. Ibuka's been nicked up. He's not 100%. I mean, Tez Johnson has had to step up.
He's been good.
And be good for them. And I'm with you. I feel like I want to take Tampa in this game, and Tampa's going to win this game, and I would expect Baker to bounce back, but I mean, not having all these pieces at some point is just going to be...
I'll probably avoid it just because there's so many guys banged up in this game.
Cowboys 3-3-1. They've been banged up, but they're going to get a little healthier in this game. They travel to Denver, play the 5-2 Broncos. Dallas 1-3 on the road. Their only road win, of course, coming over the Jets. But optimism for Dallas. Offense, number 1 total offense in the league, number 2 in scoring. They will test that Denver defense that we saw. They tried to break in the fourth quarter, couldn't do it. Dak Prescott, 4 consecutive games, 3+ passing touchdowns, no interceptions, longest such streak in franchise history, tied for the longest streak in NFL history. Second longest streak in NFL history. Broncos by 3.5 is the number.
Oh, I thought you had more to say there. I felt like you cut out middle of a sentence. This is an interesting game for me. I will tell you, I think I'm unimpressed with the Broncos. Like, I know they come back and they win. They beat the Giants, and that was a tremendous comeback win. They didn't look great. I didn't think they looked great against the Jets. I feel like Bo Nix is not taking that next step to be, an unbelievable quarterback, which I thought he might in this league. They're good. I think their defense is very good. You should have heard Ray, though, before. We were talking about this game. He goes, I don't think we get 40, but we'll get 30. I mean, you talk about feeling confident in your offense. I think this will be a very close game. I wouldn't even be surprised if Dallas won it, but I don't think you're going to get a game in the 30s. I would be surprised by that.
Well, let's look at where Denver's been, too. Denver's been all over the place, right? They're at Philly. They stick around. They go to London. They don't take their bye. They come all the way back to Denver. Should have lost against the Giants. Giants scored 32 points against their defense with one receiver catching a pass in the game. That's it. One receiver and a rookie quarterback, and they still scored 32 points. Now going up against Dallas. So you've had them play the Colts. They lost to the Colts, Denver now.
Yep. Should have won, but lost that game, yes.
Right, gave up 29 points to the Colts. They lost to the Chargers, and now you're playing this Dallas offense that has weapons all over the place.
So you think they get over 30 also?
Dude.
30?
Jackson Dart just got 32. I mean, how are they? You got Pickens, you got Lamb. I mean, Dak's playing at an MVP level, and I don't trust Denver's offense on the other side of it.
I agree with that. I think Denver's offense is highly overrated. I mean, Dobbins is not great. I thought he was better than he is. Sutton's very good, but I don't think Bo Nix is great. I think he's a very pedestrian quarterback.
Spoiler pick here. My survivor pick, many people who are still alive. Colts 6-1. They host the 1-6 Tennessee Titans, who changed head coaches last week. Didn't go well. Still lost by a lot.
This is a 4:00 game?
Yep. Titans likely going to be without Jeffrey Simmons, their best overall player, with a hamstring. Doesn't bode well for the run defense. Meanwhile, all they have to do is slow down Jonathan Taylor, who leads the league in rushing with 697 yards. Titans already lost to the Colts 41-20 a few weeks back. Indy by 14.5.
I mean, do we really need to discuss this game? Indy's going to win. They're going to win big, and right now they look like they're, if not the best team, the second best team in the AFC.
There you go.
How do you put a number on this game, though?
Well, they tried.
Right, I know, but is that enough?
Spoiler.
I'm actually considering taking this game.
Yeah, double spoiler. I'm probably taking the Colts.
You're going to take the Colts here?
Why
are you spoiling everything?
I'm heavily. I can't.
No one's going to tune in at 9:30.
They want to hear what you have to say.
They care about you.
I don't think so.
They care about me because they want to go against what I have to say.
That might be true. Sunday Night Football, good one. Packers travel to Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers takes on his former team with his new team. Both these teams have 4 wins. Steelers' offensive line, they've done a nice job. They've kept Aaron Rodgers fairly clean lately, so he was sacked 7 times in his first 2 games as a Steeler. Just 2 sacks total in his past 3 games. A little bit of a different look, though. You're taking on Micah Parsons in that Packer defense. Steelers have 7 or fewer points in the first quarter of 56 consecutive games. Wow. Packers by 2.5. Come down.
Jets offense.
Yeah. So numbers, money's going on the Steelers. I'm interested to see what Pittsburgh looks like because that loss on last Thursday night, was really disappointing. They had the lead. It looked like they could blow out the Bengals. Then their defense was just abysmal. I mean, they look at that division and think they can win it. They probably think they should win it. Well, you know what? This is a game you would need to win to probably get to where you want to get to. And I don't know. I'm not really sold on either of these teams right now. I'm interested to see this game on Sunday night. Should be a good
Micah,
game.
I mean, Micah last week kind of had his...
Micah was great, yeah.
Like, the real impact. Like, he closed that game off.
What did he get, 3 sacks last week, right?
Right. Here's a couple of nuggets for this game. I don't know if you guys are considering taking it or not. So, since 2007, when Mike Tomlin took the job, he is 21-7-3 against the spread as a home underdog. 21-7-3 against the spread as a home underdog, and he is 12-8 straight up as an underdog since 2023.
Right. So he's winning the bulk of his games as the underdog. Not covering, winning the bulk of his games as the underdog.
Yeah. And Green Bay is 0-3 against the spread on the road this season.
Wow.
And finally,
this is great. I was going to take Green Bay, and now I don't know what to do.
I think you stick with it.
No.
Yeah.
No, how can I after that?
You have to. Monday Night Football. Commanders visit the Chiefs. No Jaden Daniels. Chiefs have averaged 31.5 points per game their last 4. Offense has figured things out. Commanders 1-6 against the spread in their past 7 road games. The number here, 11.5 in Kansas City's favor.
That's wild. It's a big number.
Well, look at their offense right now, though.
I know. But, you know, were you done, RJ? I'm sorry.
That's it.
Okay. The thing about the Chiefs is they never blow teams out, right? It was always like, well, they just find a way to barely beat you, and they don't exert that much energy to beat you. They pummeled the Raiders last week. Like, they're playing at a very high level right now. They had their way against the Lions. I think if you said I had to pick the best team in the AFC, it would be the Chiefs right now. I'm not going to take this game because that spread is too much for me. But, I mean, I have no doubt that the Chiefs are going to win this football game.
Only thing is, and I'm with you. I don't disagree with you. I think as far as whether or not you're going to take the game or not, they go to Buffalo after this week. So is there potential look ahead? Maybe.
Sure.
I doubt it. Just because it feels like
maybe it helps that it's a primetime game.
Yeah, probably. But they're also, I mean, how locked in they feel like they are right now. Like they're finally getting healthy. Like Rashee Rice is back. I mean, they held the Raiders to 3 first downs the entire game.
They had 30 plays offensively.
Right. So, I mean, and it also feels like they want to, like, they're kind of incentivized now to prove to people, no. Relax. Like, we'll be fine. I mean, to get off to an 0-2 start, and then all of a sudden now we're sitting here talking about them being the best team in the AFC, right? I mean, I don't think that's crazy to say that. That's not just because it's the Chiefs.
Who else? If not them, then it could only probably be the Colts right now.
Right. And who are you taking? You taking Mahomes or Daniel Jones?
I think you know the answer to that.
Right. So, yeah, I expect them to win the game. And this is the Commanders' own fault for what they did to themselves this season.
That's right. Although McLaurin sounds like he's going to play in this game, but you're 100% right. They're own.
Well, great. Now that your star quarterback is hurt.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, there was always injury concerns about him, and he's gotten banged up quite a bit.
Yeah, right. You've done him no favors, though. I mean, how many of us raise your hand if we talked about this? Like, why are you messing around with Terry McLaurin? What usually happens in these situations?
Exactly this.
Exactly what
I
happened.
remember when we were talking about it at the end of training camp. Like, why would you play this game? A, you know you're going to pay him.
Right.
And B, he's going to wind up getting hurt. And that's exactly what happened on both accounts.
So dumb.
RJ, you done?
That's the league. We've now gone around it.
You need a shower?
I mean, maybe.
Well, you know what? Good news. You've come to the right place.
Ooh.
I want to tell you about my dear friends. RJ, where are my dear friends at?
Bathfitter?
Don't say it so quizzical. Yes.
Oh.
Bathfitter.
Oh.
Is that a location?
What does that mean?
You tell me.
You said where they're at.
Yeah, that's why I was a little thrown off.
Yeah, you threw them off. Like a little place called Bathfitter.
Little place I like to call.
It's probably one of those wealthy places Dave hangs out at.
Oh, yeah.
Well
all
off.
the wealthy places.
Very well off.
Very highfalutin. No, in fact, you don't have to be that wealthy. That's a beautiful thing about Bathfitter. So what they do is they come into your home and they keep it clean. They keep it neat. And they have a unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. One day. So you talk about the cost, RJ. It's cheaper, cleaner, and has less mess than if you go with one of those standard replacement kind of things.
Careful.
But I have a problem, though. I'm not going to have money until April of 2027.
Do I have the deal for you? Not only is there a lifetime guarantee, RJ, but I'm glad you said that. And it's very ironic and coincidental as well. No money down, no payments, and no interest until when?
April of 2027? Wow.
Yeah. It works out perfectly. RJ, I'm going to give you their number. So here's what I suggest. Start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com because, as I like to say, there's only one Bathfitter. Thank you. Thank you for that. We don't usually get the role of RJ in the Bathfitter reads, but today he was excellent.
It was nice.
Excellent. You know what we have coming up next?
I think we have a frenzy coming up next.
Yeah, no, don't think. We do. A full-fledged frenzy. So how do you get involved? It's easy. It's simple. 800-919-3776. On Twitter, at Rothenberg ESPN. And we'll also incorporate some YouTube questions as well. So there's 3 ways. Get involved. Frenzy. Next. DNR with you. ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on the roads on this Football Friday. Here is our friend. It's Debbie Duhame.
DNR, good morning on this Football Friday. Let's take a spin. Let's go out to the inbound George Washington Bridge, 45 minutes into town. Lincoln Tunnel 15, Holland about 20. Stop and go traffic, Deegan north at the Cross Bronx with an accident just cleared away. Westbound Belta Bay Parkway, a collision. And over on the Garden State Parkway south of 148 in Bloomfield, a collision there. Sponsored by Compassion International. Every day a child in poverty waits for a sponsor as another day of hopelessness. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree. They're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
Long Island is brewing some spooky fun at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. We're celebrating this October for our $50,000 Witchy Wednesdays drawing. Be here on Wednesday, October 1st, 15th, and 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. when 2 winners will be drawn every hour to pick a witch's hat and win up to $5,000 cash. Club members can conjure up to 5 times entry multipliers. Fly over to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Join Optimum and Lifetime for a star-powered event October 25th from noon to 2 at the Riverdale Crossing Optimum store in the Bronx. Meet Taye Diggs, actor, executive producer, and star of Lifetime's Terry McMillan presents His, Hers, and Ours.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good. Donate at cityharvest.org.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
It's time for a frenzy. A football frenzy.
You could say that 10,000 times and it still wouldn't be enough.
It fires me up, man.
I love it. Say it one more time.
A football frenzy. Any team, any player, any question.
All right, like I mentioned, you can get involved with the frenzy 3 different ways. 800-919-3776 on the phones. Twitter at Rothenberg ESPN. And now on the YouTube chat, you throw in a question. I have Raymond closely monitoring the YouTube chat. So if any great question comes through, he just pops on and he asks the question. So
be careful in there, Raymond. That chat can be a dangerous place.
It can be. I think it'll be safe for at least the next couple minutes.
So I've noticed.
During the frenzy. All right, Rick, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Steve in Boonton. Steve, you're on the frenzy.
If the Giants or the Jets get rid of their coach, would you consider Kingsbury? And with the Jets, how about a Kingsbury-Murray combo? Thanks.
No, I would not want to do Kingsbury-Murray as a combination. I think Kingsbury is interesting.
Yeah.
For the Giants. Because he's worked with the quarterback and had success with the quarterback who kind of reminds you of Jaden Daniels, right, with the Jackson Dart combination. So I think that's interesting. I do.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's been a head coach in the league.
Right.
Right? I mean, that's the biggest problem with Brian Daboll right now is obviously not how he's worked with Jackson Dart. Like, that would be the reason why you kept him. It's just, is he equipped to be a good head football coach?
Right. Like, all of it. All phases. Does he do that well?
In a perfect world, if I could be like, hey, Brian, can you take a step aside and just be the offensive coordinator and we'll hire a head coach? I'm sure you'd sign up for that if that was a possibility.
Absolutely. Let's go to Colby and Manasquan. Colby, you're on the frenzy.
Should I stick with the Patriots as my survivor pool pick this week, or should I switch to Cincinnati over the Jets? I am leaning towards sticking with New England.
Yeah, if those are your two choices, stay with
I think that's safe. Well, yeah. I think the Colts, if you don't have them, would.
Well, no, but he just gave me those two choices. I'm taking.
Right. So I'm assuming he's taking the Colts. I think you're in pretty good standing. You think the Patriots are going to win, right? You think both those teams win?
Right, but which one would you prefer?
I would go with the Patriots.
Right.
But I feel pretty confident that the Bengals are going to win this game, too.
Oh, Rich said by 2 touchdowns. It's great.
Jeff and Howard
How are you
Beach.
going to stop their offense?
I don't know, man. No Sauce Gardner. And Stevens, I know he's played a little better, but he is not good. Jeff and Howard Beach, you're on the frenzy, Jeff.
Sorry I'm going to yell, but I got to know how a guy that makes millions and millions of dollars to evaluate talent and athleticism can still have a job.
What's the question, Jeff? Jeff, what's the question?
I gave him a chance. I'm sorry.
Here's what I don't understand.
How does Chris Greer have a job still is this question.
Okay, so why not just say that?
That's easy.
I think he stinks. How does Chris Greer have a job? Yeah. I don't know.
That's your answer.
I mean, I don't know. He's done an awful job, and that team is paper tigers, is what they are.
Yeah, I think there's probably kind of similar to what's going on with the Giants and why they decided to bring Joe Shane and Brian Daboll back. Like, I mean, it's like how much turnover do you want to consistently have?
I know, but when someone's not good, don't you have to? Like to not make a change just because you don't want to make a change to me.
No,
is
I get
moronic.
it, but I mean, listen, there was a while there until we really found out that against good teams and not ideal conditions they couldn't win. That, I mean, there was real hope for Miami. Like when Tua was healthy, that offense was offense was good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now it's all falling apart.
But they were like the toast of the NFL a couple years back. Remember, they scored 70 points against the Broncos. They couldn't be stopped until they were stopped.
Yeah, right.
Because they're a bully. Like if they play in 84 degrees and humidity in their perfect environment, they can do that to you. But once it becomes it's cold or it's rainy or it's windy, now all of a sudden they're not so tough anymore.
But it took you a minute for them to prove that to you.
Yes. But they've shown us that's in fact who they really are. Ray, you said you had one off of YouTube?
Yeah, Alex W. asks, when do we consider the Colts a Super Bowl contender, if not already?
Maybe this is my bias against Daniel Jones. I'm not there yet, but I'm at the point where they're going to win this division, and they're going to probably host a playoff game. So I'm not there yet, but not far off.
Well, let's not forget. I mean, they were 8-9 last year, right? And like you had Pat going after them. Like, I mean, he's pretty dialed into that building, and they didn't have enough leadership, and just the whole thing. It's starting with Anthony Richardson, him taking himself out of the game, and all that. And now to be sitting here, I think it probably, I mean, it's going to take people a minute to wrap their arms around the fact that all of a sudden this team led by Daniel Jones is going to be good enough to be a Super Bowl caliber team. The real test will be here. I'll tell you when. They got 3 games before their bye, and then coming out of their bye, they're at Kansas City.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. That'll be where's that game?
At Kansas City.
Yeah, if they win that game, you'd have to look at them as if they roll along and win that game. I mean, they're going to wind up with the 1 seed. You're going to have to look at them as the favorites to go to the Super Bowl.
Right. I mean, they got Tennessee, Pittsburgh, and Atlanta 2 of those
Tennessee's
are
a win. Pittsburgh is where?
At Pittsburgh.
And then Atlanta is where?
Atlanta's 9:30 a.m. situation.
Like Germany or somewhere? Great.
And then they get their bye.
Bobby Bugs wants to know, how are the Giants going to stop the Eagles' passing game with a decimated secondary? I don't know that they will, but the recipe would be with your pass rush.
Yeah, which, by the way, I think Jalen Hurts last week was really good against the blitz.
Very good.
Yeah.
He had his best game of the season last week.
He did. Yeah. And I'm sure they're gonna have to try to get Saquon's got to get going here at some point, though.
You would figure. Paul and Manahawkin. Paul, you're on the frenzy.
If the Miami Dolphins do, in fact, fire Mike McDaniel after the year, could you see John Gruden getting another chance in the NFL with him?
That's an interesting one.
It feels like at some point, like the way things are trending is that John Gruden is going to get another job.
I mean,
and he clearly wants a job.
Yeah, he wants to get back in the NFL. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
And the teams are sometimes willing to look past some foibles for someone when they are a really good coach.
Well, also, I mean, I don't know how. I mean, it looks like the way this lawsuit is going is that they're gonna the NFL is gonna have to go through this whole process. And does that, getting him back into the NFL as a head coach, does that kind of maybe change how John Gruden wants to attack this lawsuit?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, because all these teams don't want to start doing all the what is it called when they go through all your stuff? What is that called? I just had the word in my mind.
Yeah,
discovery.
You give all your information away.
Discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to go through that process.
Of course not. Sal and Duchess. Sal, you're on the frenzy. Go.
Halfway through the season, do you guys see anybody better besides the Chiefs and the Lions being in the Super Bowl? God bless you.
Chiefs probably not right now. Lions, I don't know that the Lions are like the prohibitive favorites in the
I think you got the Lions, you got the Eagles, I think you got the Rams.
And then you still do have the Packers and the Bucs.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it doesn't seem as clear-cut. I think the reason why I'm not afraid to say Kansas City in the AFC is just because the Ravens are 1-5 and Buffalo for a bunch of different reasons. Defense, lack of weapons, just hasn't been very good.
No, they're not playing well.
No,
they're certainly not playing well. Shooter Stanford, Shooter, you're on the frenzy.
You guys think Dale's actually make it through the season? Who has a better chance, him or Glenn? Let's go, Giants.
I think
make
both
it through the season.
I think both make it through the season. I feel confident in that. The question is what happens with Dable after the season.
Right. That just feels like a Shooter just wanted to be on the radio kind of question.
Well, whatever. Vic Rude wants to know, if Dable gets canned, do you think Mike McCarthy is considered for the Giants head coaching job? I think he would be.
I'm sure he probably gets considered, yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd be interviewed.
Would that excite you? You'd be more excited about Cliff Kingsbury than you would.
Yeah, I think
Carpe
so.
Omnia. Seize everything.
Imagine we started seizing everything. I got to tell you what, if the Giants job is available and this quarterback continues to play like this, tell me this is not a highly attractive football job.
Yeah. I mean, tell me it's not attractive to Lane Kiffin.
Right.
Right.
And he's got some NFL experience.
Right.
Justin Floral Park. Justin, you're on the frenzy.
When the Bills lose again to the Chiefs in the playoffs, will Kingsbury, McCarthy, or Gruden coach this team? Big Al says he'll.
Could you see? I mean, if you're the Bills, you lose again to the Chiefs in the postseason. You think they make a change at coach?
I think that's probably the next step for them. I mean, who else has got a quarterback's not going anywhere, right? So, what helps that quarterback get over the hump?
Right.
Joe Brady's done a good job with them. I don't know.
Very good job.
So it's just, we need to change. We got to, the group of players that we have, we can't drastically change. So let's see if we can bring in a coach here to kind of help us take that next step.
Mikey in Manhattan. Oh, he's not frenzy. We'll get to Mikey in the next segment. Ray, you said you have another one on YouTube?
Black Metronome asks, is Wan'Dale Robinson a top priority to be re-signed this offseason?
It depends on what you do. If you make a trade
listen, he's had a very good season.
Yeah, but you said it the other day. I mean, I don't know if they do. I mean, it sounds like everyone you ask says they shouldn't. But, I mean, if they trade for Jalen Waddle.
Right. Then no. Then that's the goodbye for
right.
Wan'Dale.
You're probably also, I mean, even if you don't, you're probably going to draft a wide receiver, I would think.
Right. I mean, you wouldn't be horrified if it was Neighbors with the 9th pick you draft a receiver in Wan'Dale.
No.
That has the makings of a good receiver room.
It does.
Yeah.
But I'm just I'm never Jordan was so adamant, like, oh, you're a second-round pick. You just draft a receiver and plug him right in. Like, that would be great.
Right, like Luther Burden?
Yeah, but that's...
Like, I can totally see both sides of this argument.
Right, but it doesn't, it doesn't happen like that. Like, not everyone like steps in like Ibuka stepped in Van Hossem. Especially on a team like that's, you know what I mean, that has like real hopes of like, okay, we're going to start winning now.
Yep. Yeah, and Justin Knight would like to know.
That's going to be the expectation next year with the Giants.
After watching to win. Yeah, absolutely. I actually sit here right now thinking the Giants should be, and again, we don't know what the hell's going to happen. Coaching, drafting, free agency, injury, all of it. I think the Giants should be a 500 football team or better next season.
I think by the time we're done with this season, your expectation as a Giants fan will be that they should be a wild card.
Yeah, I agree.
For a wild card.
I totally agree with you. Justin Knight wants to know, can Atlanta make the playoffs without winning the division? I think so.
Yeah, I got to look at the records, but yeah, I think so.
I think so. And there you have it. So, Raymond, blow this baby dead, would you? That was nice. I like the three-pronged attack with the frenzy.
It is nice.
It's beautiful. It's another outlet, another option to be able to answer some questions. So, 800-919-3776. The Jets, the Giants, the NFL. We'll continue that conversation. 1-800-919-3776. DNR with you. Rolling along on a Football Friday. ESPN New York.
Shop new fall offers at Bay Ridge Mazda. Lease a 2025 Mazda CX-30S for as low as $199 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Or the 2025 Mazda CX-5S for as low as $229 per month or finance for 2.9% APR for 36 months. Plus, enjoy 1 year of complimentary Bay Ridge Plus benefits like ding and dent coverage, key replacement, windshield protection, and roadside assistance. Visit them in Brooklyn or online at BayRidgeMazda.com. Bay Ridge Mazda, where confidence comes standard. See dealer for details.
If you've been injured on a construction site, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique labor laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling construction accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for hardworking New Yorkers. From scaffold accidents to slip and falls and equipment failures, they've got your back. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS. That's right, 718-WORKERS, because your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new Parlay Zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
1 in every 6 men is likely to be diagnosed with prostate cancer in his lifetime. That's why New York Presbyterian wants to remind men over 50 to book a prostate cancer screening. A simple blood test is all it takes. It could save your life. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester at locations near you. Schedule your annual prostate cancer screening today at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code UNSPORTSMANLIKE. That's code UNSPORTSMANLIKE. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467 888-789-7369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, now, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Can I be honest with you for a moment?
Yeah, I like when you're honest.
I mean, sometimes I'm lazy with my picks and I don't make them ahead of time just because it gets away from me.
Yeah.
I can't figure out what I'm going to go with this week. I don't really like any of these games this week.
I told you, it's tough. It's a tough slate
this
week.
To me, feels like the toughest week of the season so far.
I think I had one more week that was like this. I forget what week it was that I was having a hard time. But
do you feel confident in your picks this week? I mean, you're coming off a 2-1 week.
Do I feel confident? I never feel confident. No, I never feel confident.
You never feel confident.
No. I mean, I like the ones that I've whittled it down to. It's just now I got to make the right decisions.
Ray, you have confidence in your picks this week?
I was just telling Rick, I don't
Ray's
feel
coming off
that
a 3-0.
I'm not even sure where I'm going yet. Not even sure.
Because the games are so weird this week.
Well, a lot of big numbers. I mean, a lot of 7.5s. Colts number's a big number. Kansas City number's a big number.
It's a limited slate, too. So,
well, it's Bimageddon. Which, by the way, I mean, should we speak of the level of maturity that I just let that pass?
I appreciate it.
What do you
Thank
mean?
you.
I could have used that for all sorts of fun activities. Bimageddon.
Oh,
I chose to keep it to myself.
The problem is sometimes.
But see, here's the problem. Yeah, you draw attention to it, and then you draw attention to the fact that you could have drawn more attention to it.
Right, but I didn't draw any attention. I didn't.
But why do you have to give yourself flowers and be like, you see what I could have done? It was a potentially highly immature moment that I didn't become highly immature.
Because I want people to rest assured, I still am highly immature. I could have went there, but now I decided to take.
So
that
you're
next
still
step.
highly immature, but maybe you've graduated to like a higher level of maturity.
Yes, that's
even
right.
though it's still under where it should be.
That's right
for a 44-year-old man.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Now, I wanted to run this by you since we're being honest.
Okay.
I honestly don't think I love how we answered the Atlanta question before we went to break.
Okay. I think they could be a playoff team if they don't win the division.
Okay, so I did some research on this. So right now, they're sitting there 3-3. Fifth in the NFC, as we sit here today, is Detroit. Sixth is Seattle. And seventh is the Rams. All 5-2.
So who's winning the division? The Niners?
The Niners right now are 5-2. They're winning the division.
All right. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Niners took a step back.
Okay, but do they fall out past 7?
So you think if the Falcons don't win the division, they're not getting in?
Okay. Well, so I did some research for us. Here's their upcoming schedule. So they've already had their bye. They're 3-3.
Right.
Dolphins at home.
Win 4-3.
Yeah. Now they're at New England.
That's a good game.
Yeah. At Indy.
Tough game.
Okay. They got Carolina at New Orleans.
Hang on. Let me digest. Carolina at New Orleans. Those should be 2 wins.
Right. At the Jets. I'm giving them 3 wins there.
Right. So that's 4 wins so far that you've given me of
4. So now they got 7.
Right.
Now they host Seattle.
I mean, if you want to get in, that's a game you're going to have to win.
Okay. We also know how good Seattle is on the road.
Yep.
At Tampa.
It's another one of those. If you're going to get in, you got to win that game.
At Arizona.
Because you already lost to Tampa, correct?
That's right.
Right.
At
Arizona is a game you should win.
Rams.
Another one of those. Yep.
Yep. At New Orleans.
I mean, listen, I can see a path to 10. I can also see not getting in.
Yeah, right. Like I could also see a path to 9-8.
You think that? Sure. Do you think that 10 gets you in the NFC? That's the question.
That's the question right now. I mean, you got the team sitting there all have 5 wins already that you're chasing.
Right.
And we don't have to sit here and go through everyone's schedule, but I mean, you also have the Rams, which is going to be one of those teams, depending on what happens.
Rams are going to. I mean, if you told me right now, cuddle, marry, trash, the three NFC West teams, and I'm sorry, I would trash the Niners.
Well, but here lies the problem though. Is even forget that's trashing them, fine. Rams win the division, but do you think that from 5-2 that the Niners aren't going to make the playoffs, or that Green Bay? I mean, even if Detroit wins the division, that Green Bay's not going to make the playoffs, or Seattle is not going to make the playoffs. I guess they could, but
I don't. I think the Rams get in. I think the Seahawks get in. I'm leery about the Niners. Like it's hard to lose that many guys. Now they'll get healthy at receiver. Sounds like Ayuk is close to coming back, and Pearsall's going to come back at some point. But I mean they are damaged as far as injuries are concerned right now.
Right, but somehow, some way, they're stealing these wins as they get healthy. I mean they
do. They continue to do it
at the Rams. They win that game.
Who the Falcons?
No, I mean the Niners at the Rams end up winning that game.
Right, and they shouldn't have won that game. They had no business winning that game.
So I mean they're finding ways, man, and they got. I'm looking at their schedule. They got Houston this week. Then they're at the Giants, which is going to be probably I would imagine a tough game. Rams again. RJ always tells me that Shanahan's got McVay's number. That one's at home. And then they got Arizona, Carolina, Cleveland before their bye. And coming out of their bye, they got Tennessee.
Yeah, so those are 4 games in a row you should win.
Right. So there's 9.
Arizona, Cleveland.
Arizona, Carolina, Cleveland, and then out of your bye, you're at Tennessee. You're home versus Tennessee.
Even if you have the Giants as a game you should win. So yeah, right. and they have 5 already.
And you got the Bears at home in week 17.
So they should get to at least 10, if not more.
Right.
I got a great email.
I love emails.
Gary J.
Hey Gary.
Dave, I'm not sure if you caught Jeopardy last night, which I did not. I'm 43 episodes behind last night's episode. One of the categories, Disney characters. John would have crushed it. If the final Jeopardy category was shirts that show your nipples, it would have been his dream board.
Oh, I mean, who could? His nipples yesterday. Phenomenal.
It's unbelievable.
It doesn't matter what he wears or how thick. Those things will find a way to show themselves.
That's right.
Yeah. They're not shy. Those things are not shy.
No, they have no fear of anything.
No fear.
No.
They want to cut right through his right through his
like
jacket.
glaciers, those things. All right. Let's go quickly to Mikey in Manhattan, but he's calling from Japan.
Oh.
Good morning, Mikey, or I should say, good afternoon.
Konnichiwa, boys. I'm doing great. I'm calling in from Tokyo, so you guys can mark that off your board.
Nice.
I have 2 quick questions, and I'll hang up before my wife gets upset with me here.
Wait, you're on your honeymoon and you're calling us?
Yes, I got her permission. We're here for 2 weeks, so I got plenty of time to, as you guys are talking about eating sushi later this week, I'll be good. So, anyway, as a former athlete, does Rick have any recommendations to how these leagues could handle some of these gambling situations that they're getting themselves in? And then 2, do you guys have any marriage advice for me? Because obviously I'm not off to a great start making this call right now. So I'll hang up and listen. Love the show. Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Why don't you handle the first one, and then we can get into the marriage advice.
I think that the easiest fix probably for a lot of these leagues is just get rid of the player prop stuff.
Yes.
Because that seems like the easiest to mess around with. And then
I saw Mike Florio put that out on social media yesterday, and like all the gambling people went after him. How dare you? Of course, just eliminate gambling.
Well, no, I don't think eliminate gambling, but it seems like that seems like the easiest one for the players to manipulate. And then I think the only way to really do it is to make the penalties so punitive that you would like really have to make a decision that whether it's worth it.
I would agree. Marriage advice, I mean, in all seriousness, I would just say don't fight about the small stuff. If you're going to have any battles or arguments, make it about stuff that really matters to you.
Yeah, I would say communicate. And listen, he's not in the doghouse. If he asked,
right? If he asked and she said make the call to the guys, I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think communication is a big deal.
I'm confused why he would want to make the call while on his honeymoon.
Well, listen, there's 24 hours in a day, right? Like maybe he's got a little off downtime. He's listening to the shows. Like, hey, I want to call in. Tell the guys I'm in Tokyo. Ping that.
Did
off
we have
board.
Tokyo right? Did we have Japan crossed off?
We've had actually a couple of Japans, but I don't have Tokyo, so we're adding it.
All right, you can add that. Let's take a break. We'll come back, and I mean the 9:00 hour on a Football Friday is as good as it gets, and we'll do it next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Every aspect of your business will operate better and faster with artificial intelligence. AI is a race, and companies that act first will win. Thrive Managed AI is your advantage over all your competitors. Thrive partners with you on a smart, secure AI strategy for your business. Then they deploy and manage it for you. Be first and win the race with Thrive Managed AI. Start with a complimentary strategy consultation at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is the Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same-day and next-day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
There are a lot of reasons why people buy at Ramsey Mazda. It's their selection, it's their customer service, and it's their savings. Lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 2.5 S Select for $229 for 36 months. Start shopping now at RamseyMazda.com. Choose wisely. Choose Ramsey Mazda. Call 833-853-2970 for details. VIN S0595731. MSRP $31,915. Zero security deposit. Ends 10/31/25.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Jordan, what's going to happen? Giants going to sweep the Eagles this year?
I'd probably lean to the Eagles in this one. They're at home. Jalen Carter's back. Quinyon Mitchell's back.
Neither of those guys played the first time these two teams played, by the way.
That's why I said they're back, Dave.
But you could have meant from last week. Admit you were wrong.
No, I think I was pretty self-explanatory. I think everybody knew what I was saying.
No, I don't think so.
You got to take Jordan's side here.
Of course you do. That's fine. We're done. Thanks, Jordan. Bye.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Art Green, you're up.
Who is Art Green?
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
All right, here we are. You've made it to the final hour of the week. Within this hour, we're going to get stuff you miss, which we get every day, which is lovely, but it's an everyday occurrence. You get your football picks, which you don't get every day. You get your survivor, and you know RJ's going to go with the Colts this week. And you get your plays of the week. So you got a lot going on in this hour.
This is the best hour.
You do realize Giants-Jets both 1 o'clock on Sunday again, right?
Yeah, I do. I did notice that. That's great.
Are you not talking into the mic? Why don't I not hear you?
I'm talking right into the mic. Why can't you hear me?
Now it sounds better. Yeah, Giants-Jets both 1 o'clock. The Giants only have, I haven't checked the Jets schedule, the Giants only have one more non-1 o'clock game this year.
Yeah, listen, I mean, both of these teams, I went from having, everyone couldn't wait to watch my team. Couldn't help but get a primetime game. To now knowing, I don't even want to watch them.
Right. So you watch them out of obligation is what you do.
Yeah, that's it. I feel nothing.
Who are you, obviously, aside from Woody, because Woody's got to be, for you, the one you're most annoyed at because he's the constant here. But, Aaron Glenn, Justin Fields, Muji, Engstrand, who do you find yourself to be the most frustrated with?
Well, how am I going to get? I mean, how am I going to get overly frustrated with Justin Fields? I didn't think that Justin Fields was great to begin with, and I also didn't think this was a great situation to put yourself into.
All right, so eliminate him from the mix then. So the other three, who do you find to be the most frustrating for you?
I would say I'm probably most frustrated with Glenn right now.
Mm-hmm.
Followed up by Engstrand and then Muji.
Mm-hmm.
But I could interchange those two. The idea that you decided to handpick Justin Fields and then surround him with just Garrett Wilson and think it was enough.
See, I would actually go Muji more than Engstrand because, the offseason, when you look at the lack of weapons this team has and putting all your eggs in the Justin Fields basket, it's just wild to think that was going to be successful.
Well, yeah, but I don't think it was just Muji that made that decision. I think this is Aaron. Let's not forget who was hired first. This is Aaron Glenn's show.
Right.
Right, this is Aaron Glenn's team.
Well, I agree with you that Glenn gets the bulk of the blame.
But here's why I made the decision I made, because I'm with you. I agree. I couldn't agree more with what you said. Here's my problem with that, though, is you've already made that bed. You're sleeping in that bed. You have to make it look better than it's looked. There's no reason why Justin Fields runs the ball 4 times against Carolina.
You're right. Listen, I don't think that Engstrand has been good. In fact, I'd probably say he's bad. But you're winless. You're choosing from only bad.
No, I know, but you lost against Denver. It ripped your heart out. You should have won. It was competitive. I scored 6 points against Carolina. We don't throw screen passes. We don't involve Breece Hall. Have we forgotten all the great things that we said about Breece Hall before the season started?
Well, don't get used to him anyway because he's not going to be here for long.
No, I know, but he can run it, which is even more reason to run the hell, to use the hell out of him.
Yeah. Run him into the ground. Let him touch the football 37 times this week.
Right. So, yeah, the Woody's at the top of that list, and you name it. My wife's on my list right now. I put her at the top of the list.
What are you talking about? Why is your wife on your list?
Because my wife's an animal. She's an animal.
What did she do?
What did she do? She sends me a video. She's like, "Oh, I want to kill you." I said, "Well, kill me for what? I did nothing." She decided rather than roll me over last night, because you can hear it, I'm clearly dealing with something. She took a video of me snoring.
Really?
Oh yeah, I don't even snore. And for whatever reason, last night I was.
Well, you probably kept her up.
Yeah, well, you don't video it. You couldn't just be a loving partner and be like, "Hey, honey, I know you're dealing with something. You're snoring a little bit. I can't sleep. No problem. I'll roll over."
Well, how would you feel if she did both?
Yeah.
How would you feel if she videoed and also said, "Hey, sweetheart, listen"?
Why do you need to video it?
So
to embarrass me?
Yeah, I think that's probably the reason.
That's probably right. That's the answer, right?
She wanted to embarrass you. So is there a chance that your relationship is not as strong as you thought it once was?
No, I don't think that's the case at all. It's just I don't want to be a person that snores. I'm embarrassed that I was snoring. I feel bad.
Why are you embarrassed?
Well, because I don't want to be I don't want to keep her up. I feel bad.
Well, I understand that, but why would you be embarrassed about snoring?
Because when my mother does it or Cassie's dad, I laugh and it's funny. I can't be that. I can't turn into that person.
Well, you're stuffy. You're sick. I don't think you're that person. I think you're going through some kind of a post-nasal situation.
Right. See, and you understand it. That's all I needed. What you just said is all I needed. Listen, you're snoring really loud. I get it though because, you're dealing with something. No, there was no compassion there. It was mock. It was to mock me.
So rather than rub some holes on your upper chest.
Yes. Vicks Vapor
Which is
Rub.
what I would do. If I turned over and you were there, I'd say "Hey, how you doing?" And then I would probably rub some holes right on your upper chest so you could breathe easier.
Like the commercial.
Right. You know what they do, which is wild to me?
Maybe you take my temperature too.
Just to make sure I don't have that on your own, I think. You pop the thermometer right in your mouth. Have you heard about this? And I bet RJ, I bet you know about this as well. They put Halls on like the baby's feet.
Yeah.
And then they put socks on.
It's Vicks Vapor Rub. Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. Vicks on the baby's feet.
Yeah, big difference between Halls and Vapor
You know
Rub.
what I mean?
Hey, what do you tape these cough drops on your feet?
Yeah, they rub these cough drops. We'll melt them down and then rub them on your feet. But they put them on the feet. That's wild to me. How does it work on the feet?
It just works.
It just works.
I can't explain
right?
it. It works.
It's one of the great mysteries of the worworld.
We say Ponte Vixi, yeah.
That's what you call for?
Remember when he tried to give me that like cough medicine that would kill people?
It's
Rompe
Yeah, right. That is a
Don
guarantee.
Pedro. He tried to give me Don Pedro.
That's a guarantee. Right. He would have been fine, right, Ray?
No.
You would have been great.
No.
You would not have been killed. You would have been fine.
I had a bad
It
cough,
would have
and you're
been
like,
great.
yeah, take Don Pedro, and it would have killed me.
He was trying to help you.
It would have killed
Repeat
me.
after me. Rompe.
Bompe?
Rompe.
No.
It's an
Rompe?
R. It's an R.
Okay. Rompe?
Pecho.
Pechel?
Pecho.
Spell Pechel.
Pecho.
Pecho. Rompe Pecho.
It literally translates to break the chest.
Oh, Raymond. You're not doing a good job of selling this.
It does the job. It does
Ray,
the
I don't
job.
think it's approved by the FDA.
Doesn't have to be.
Oh,
it works.
God. Okay.
Hey, listen,
Rompe Pecho.
Hey, there are a lot of professional athletes that are going places to get stuff that isn't approved by the FDA.
Like Turkey.
No, not Turkey. Yeah, maybe. But, I mean, Kobe used to go get his knee done in Germany because it was FDA stuff that wasn't approved. You saw Kirk Cousins going, I think he was in Antigua, wherever he was getting stem cells.
That's right. Well, they did that on the documentary with him there. Yeah. You want to hear from Tanner Engstrand?
Oh,
I think it's going to be good. I think you'll like it.
Oh, okay.
Because he also is disappointed. It's not like he's going to come out and be like, things are great, guys. You have nothing to worry about. He feels like you feel. He's disappointed as well. Here is the Jets OC on his disappointment level in how this whole thing has gone.
I'm disappointed for our team that we're sitting here at 0-7, not just individually for Justin. I mean, I'm disappointed that I haven't been able to help deliver wins on a consistent basis for the team, not just Justin individually. So to me, this is, there's quarterbacks and there's always going to be not uncertainty, but questions around the quarterback. It's the main focal point of a team a lot of the times, but really it's about the unit and the team and us finding ways to get better and improve. And so we're working on a daily basis, myself included.
The thing that I find to be so concerning is it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Like you're going in the wrong direction. In fact, think about where you were week 1 and how pleased you were, even in a loss, about what it looked like. And now where you are after not scoring a touchdown in the last 2 football games.
Yeah. Well, forget the last 2. I mean, last 6, you haven't scored a touchdown in the first half. Last 6 games, you've scored 1 touchdown in the first 3 quarters. You can't compete like that. Your defense isn't like the last 2 weeks. The defense has been good, but your defense isn't good enough to win football games.
I don't know that any defense is good enough to not score in the first 3 quarters of a game. Consistently, certainly.
Look at how good Houston's defense is, and they have a hard time winning games like that with how bad their offense has been.
Right. No, you
know what I don't.
If you don't have a quarterback, man, you're not winning in this league.
No, but here's what I don't like though, is how. And I get he's a rookie. You know, when I mentioned that to Rich, he's like, oh, he's a rookie, and then Tanner Engstrand's a rookie, and Muji's never done it either. But it's how reactive they've been.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you come out and you have this like combative, argumentative kind of relationship with the media, right? Like it's, how dare you question me? I know what I'm doing. And then slowly, as we've gone week to week, and it gets worse and it gets worse. And now it's like, and people are starting to question, does he really know what he's doing? You can start to see now where like he's starting to question, do I really know what I'm doing? I would bench Justin Fields after the first half. What, for one bad game?
That's such a bad look.
And then who's on the bench?
Why would you see? And we said it weeks ago at the beginning of this thing. Why are you talking to the media like that? Like, why are you turning them into your enemy? It doesn't make sense. And now, because God forbid, nobody thought it would be this, but God forbid you had a bad start to the season. Now all the people that might be on your side, if you treated them nicely, are not going to be on your side. And you're making yourself look like, A, you've treated the media poorly, so I don't think they're horrified to kind of go after you. And B, you've done that all on yourself, all on your own. You've made this organization look ridiculous through 7 games.
Right. And I guess if you were one of those people that wanted to believe that this is going to figure itself out and he will learn, I guess you would point to the defense the last couple of weeks. Right? Like that maybe he's helped out with
defenses look much better. I agree.
Been better. But, I mean, again, and I hate to keep harping on it, to go into a season where you moved off Aaron Rodgers and handpick Justin Fields and not put anyone really around him outside of Garrett Wilson, you clearly don't know how to use Breece Hall. You're not using Justin Fields properly, and it's a rookie offensive coordinator when that's not your side of the ball. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to have, like, just me personally, how I would construct my staff. If I'm Aaron Glenn and I'm a defensive coordinator by trade, I know all the I know the entirety of the game. We talked about that, why he was so qualified.
But your specialty is defense, yes.
Right. I'd be okay with hiring someone that wasn't, was maybe I elevated from whatever coach to this is his first year as a defensive coordinator because I can help with that. I'm not going to hire a rookie offensive coordinator that I can't really help with. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like, that's where I would lean on having some experience, which is why I think a lot of people are like, why are we in such a rush to move off Aaron Rodgers, man? Right? Like, I mean, at the very least, he can help you with that side of the ball. Like, he's seen everything. He knows how to handle the end of a half.
Yep.
He knows how to handle the end of a game. Because clearly you guys don't.
Clearly.
Right. I mean, it's either you don't know what you're doing, you don't trust the quarterback, whatever it is, it looks awful. I don't know who you want to blame it on, but it looks really bad. And it has people going, like, this guy has no idea what he's doing.
It looks like that. And then you have the owner, who you have no confidence in whatsoever, sitting here giving you a vote of confidence for the coach that looks like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Right, just launching grenades right into your locker room.
Because now, you know what else looks awful now? Like, why did you need to tell us that, we have such confidence, he's going to be back, you have nothing to worry about? Like, we can't let the season play out before we know what we're going to do? Now, if you fire him, you look even more ridiculous.
Well, but he's not going to fire him, though.
Fine. But now you can't.
Oh, you could do whatever you wanted.
I guess you can do whatever you wanted, but you just told us you're not going to.
Right. Because you give him a hug every day, encourage him.
Right.
This is the right guy because he doesn't give you the gobbledygoo. He gives you the straight truth.
The gobbledygoo.
That's what he does.
You know what? You can't crush him for gobbledygoo. He thought his name was Hassam.
Yeah, and he quotes Talladega Nights. I'm with you, dude. I mean, it's just it starts at the top, right? The fish rots from the head.
Gobbledygoo.
It starts at the top.
We'd like to have Hassam here.
That's the one.
Hassam, get in your car, drive down 95, and come to the New York Jets.
I just don't know how, like, as bad as you could be as an owner, how at some point you just don't, like, by dumb luck, just fall into like a right decision.
Thinking is overrated.
Ambassador Johnson?
Thinking is overrated.
I got a text from the Ass Man. Glenn, to this point, is the worst coach they've ever had since Rich Kotite. Gase won 7 games his first year with a way worse roster.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't think this team is that bad.
No, but it's so poorly coached that it makes you feel like they're that bad.
I want to get
and
to
now
the
they're
Giants.
now they're talking about trading potentially Quinton Williams because he's unhappy.
Right. Well, wouldn't you be unhappy? All he's done is lost here.
All of them would be. I mean, I don't know. Like I'm telling you right now, as much as I'm pumped that I got some financial security and I got long term, like I'm locked in. I'm like, did I do the right thing? If I'm Garrett Wilson,
you'd have to. Your
Like,
team's going to win
this
1 or
stinks.
2 games this year, maybe. And what's the few? And then if you're like Garrett Wilson, now you have to break in a young quarterback.
Yeah, now you're gonna have a rookie quarterback.
Right. So a couple things before we get to the Giants briefly. A lot of people on social media said they would like to see the snoring video of you.
I don't know if they can see it. It's dark. It's no, like you can hear
Well,
it.
I think they can we hear it? Can you send it to the guys?
You can't put that out there.
All right. And your guy Channon Raymond?
Yeah.
Going right after you. Sends me a message. The FDA advises consumers do not use Rompe Pecho under any circumstance.
I don't know what to tell you. It's a remedy.
Ray-
it works. You
Ray's
buy
still
some
kicking.
on Amazon. You're good to go.
No, you're not, Ray. You're telling people to use something that is it's not okay.
Does the job.
It does the
'Cause you're
job.
taking
He's
a-
fine. Ray took it this morning. He couldn't even speak this morning until he took it.
Great. That's just great. Then he puts the whole FDA report in here. It's a contaminated cough medicine, could potentially cause massive illness.
Ray, could you also tell Dave what Shannon said earlier in the chat?
He said
Please?
something very rude to you.
Say
in
it.
the
What did he say?
chat.
Tell him.
I didn't bring that up during the
What did he
frenzy.
say?
Tell
Said,
him,
how do
Ray.
you not know the Giants' fourth corner and special teams ace? Super casual.
Yeah, okay.
We've gone
All
from
right.
casual to super casual now.
Listen, I don't have to answer to him.
You're like,
Sounds like you do.
Nope.
You're like
say whatever he wants.
you're like the Zumba pants of football fandom.
I don't have to answer to
Like
any
really
of you guys.
loose and casual.
I know who I am. I feel comfortable with that. And that's it. Speaking of the Giants, you think there's any advantage for the Eagles having faced Jackson Dart once before?
Yeah.
I
think
give
just
you
in
give them an
general.
advantage for that?
Well, I don't know if it's an advantage. I think there's always an advantage. I mean, is there, would there be an advantage for the Yankees after they saw Yosevich for the first time?
Yeah, I guess possibly. But I don't work, like, of all the things that concern me about the game, he is not one of them.
No, what would concern me is that, Jalen Carter's going to be back in this game. Quinshon Mitchell's going to be back in this game. The fact that
Dickerson is back now for this game.
Right. I know that. Listen, I know Denver's defense is great. Right. Surtain is the defending defensive player of the year. You had one receiver catch a pass against Denver. Right. And I'll tell you the other thing too. I saw Zach Baum was talking about this. He's like, it doesn't matter how much you watch Scatterboo on tape until you actually play against Scatterboo is when you realize like how hard that guy is.
He's unbelievable. But it doesn't even make sense. Like, he's not big. He's not overly athletic. He's not fast.
He's strong.
He must be strong, but like, how does he do this? And obviously the NFL didn't buy into this either because he would have never lasted to the fourth round.
But there's plenty of guys that have, just for whatever physical limitations, have, because they're made of the right stuff, because of their attitude, because of their willingness to continue to work, have success.
You're right. But
right? That's why they liked him.
This is a big loss for everyone because nobody thought this kid was going to be this. Nobody.
Well, but I think it's what happens when you you don't let yourself really buy into what you're seeing on tape sometimes. I think that's this where these evaluators get themselves in trouble sometimes.
Correct. They fall in love with 6'5", and
right.
Trevor Lawrence is one of those guys.
Yeah, you focus on all the I can't teach that stuff. Well, how about the stuff that he already knows and has success?
But nobody ever wants to dissect that. It's always like, this is what we see. We got to put him through the hurdles of, can he run a 4.3 and is he 6'7"? Does he touched by the hand of God kind of guy? But you can't find like the minutia and see if that they're going to be able to succeed based on those different characteristics.
Right. And now, is it the perfect storm for you guys where all of a sudden like his personality
great.
Perfectly meshes with what Jackson Dart is?
And New York.
Yep.
But
we knew that the second they drafted him, though, dude. You knew that. I said it to you the second they drafted him. Like, this guy's going to he'll be the Matt Rempe of the Giants. He's going to be a
awesome.
cult hero. All you're going to hear is boo. Like, the second he's in the
awesome.
field.
His jersey was one of the best-selling jerseys before he ever played a game.
Dude, you got a legit, a legit dynamic duo that has completely reinvigorated your franchise.
It's amazing. But by the way, I don't think we've ever discussed this before we go to RJ for Stuff You Missed. That Trevor Lawrence commercial where he dances with Travis Hunter.
Yeah,
he should not have done that ad. That is an awful commercial.
I don't know. Travis Hunter had a big game last week.
Okay, but it doesn't make it. I don't think Travis Hunter looks bad in it. Trevor Lawrence looks ridiculous.
I'm sure they paid him well for it.
Okay, good.
I've done some. I'm sure you do some ridiculous things for a nice paycheck.
No, I believe in.
I dressed up in full goalie gear and walked around an office eating cupcakes in a commercial. I didn't dance. Dancing would be. I'm with you. I think that the dancing thing would be kind of.
You've seen that ad though, right?
Yeah,
it's not
a
couple
a good look. Zeros.
RJ,
hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. You having a nice day?
It's been a great day, I think.
A good week?
All of it.
Good. It's nice to hear.
I think you.
RJ, you want to play in a card game?
Can I have some?
Why are you wearing these sunglasses?
Can I have some glasses?
No, you wouldn't be allowed to get glasses, RJ.
Oh, sorry.
No, you'd be the fish, RJ. You'd
be the fish.
It's amazing how many things fish is referred to as just a weak, just.
Danger's my middle name.
Because I remember Canty always used to say the worst player is called the fish. So if you're ever the fish in anything, if anyone refers to you as the fish.
If someone even refers to
it's
anything as the fish, get up and run.
Yep.
RJ?
Hi.
RJ?
Yeah.
There you are. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You ready for the stuff that you missed?
Okay.
Let's go.
Now.
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Oh! Put it in the box!
The you missed.
Oh, alrighty. Well, the Chargers hammered the Vikings 37-10. Justin Herbert threw 3 touchdowns. They are now 5-3. The Vikings going the wrong way, 3-4. They hope to get J.J. McCarthy back and starting next week.
Is that even a good thing?
I don't know. Carson Wentz took a beating in this game.
Can't be worse.
Yeah, Carson Wentz. It's gone the wrong way. They've gotten the full experience.
Yeah, dude. It looked like he couldn't even lift up his left arm when he batted that one
really
ball
bad.
down.
He was getting pummeled. Why'd they keep him in the game?
Yeah, at one point it looked. You wonder if he was going to tap out. At one point, he was holding his elbow and it was bad. But he didn't. I don't know if that was a good thing, but he didn't. And they lose by a lot. Tyreek Hill says
they hit the over.
They did.
Yeah,
well, they're kind of in one right now.
They stink. They stink right now.
I think you could say the Vikings are done. They're not getting it.
Well, if J.J. McCarthy's good, then they're not. I don't know.
The schedule is brutal.
I don't know if he is good, but if he is, then they're saved. Tyreek Hill. He's obviously done for the season with that torn up knee. Says he is undecided as to whether or not he wants to come back and play again, considering retirement. Speaking of,
it feels like he's got a lot of mouths to feed, though.
He certainly does.
And more all the time.
Aaron Rodgers, speaking of retirement, says whenever he is done, he will, in fact, sign a one-day contract and retire as a Green Bay Packer. Titans corner L'Jarius Sneed. Sorry, do you have something?
I wonder what the feeling of Green Bay fans are about Rodgers. Like, if there's just they love him or they're sick of him or what? They love him.
I would think over time you grow to love him again.
Right. Like you fall out of love, and then you re-love him, right?
I don't know. Did they fall out of love with him? I don't know if they ever did.
Yeah, I don't think it ended. I don't think it ended well.
Right, but it didn't end well for Favre, and I don't think Favre played for a division rival, and I don't think Favre was ever hated.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
It felt like the end was not great, but maybe the fans never minded the way it ended.
L'Jarius Sneed, Titans corner. He goes on IR with a quad injury, and Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson has requested a trade. His role has been reduced lately. Macklin Celebrini, hat trick, 2 assists. Will Smith, 2 goals, 2 assists. Including the overtime winner, Sharks. First win of the season, 6-5 over the Rangers at MSG as I duck for cover. Sorry.
Hey, you scored 5 goals.
You I don't want to hear from any of you. It's awful.
What do you want me to say?
No, you said I'm not angry at you. It's the two of them. Get the Sabres guy. The Islanders win again.
Islanders do win.
Islanders rolling.
Emil Heineman scored twice, first multi-goal game. Islanders, 4th straight win, 7-2 winners over the Wings. Nice fight between Rempe and Reeves, though. That was something.
I don't think it's going to be great for Rempe here in the long run.
Probably not. Warriors survive Aaron Gordon's 50-piece. Steph big in the clutch late. He finished with 42. Golden State wins 137-131 in overtime. And apparently the Thunder only like to play double overtime games early on. SGA drops 55. Second straight win for Oklahoma City in double overtime, 141-135 over the Pacers, who fought admirably in this game, but lost. Silver Slugger finalists have been announced locally. Mets, Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, who, by the way, apparently had a recent cleanup procedure on his right elbow. Should be ready for spring training. Along with Juan Soto, nominated for the Yankees, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm, and Ben Rice is a utility player. World Series, Game 1 tonight. It'll be Trey Savage, Game 1, starter for the Jays. Blake Snell goes for the Dodgers. This game happens north of the border in Toronto. We'll join it right here on 880 ESPN following the Knicks and the Celtics, but you can hear the start of that game over on 1050.
RJ, this is a Blue Jay series.
If you know me, I've always believed in the Jays. I've said that for a long time. No, I don't think so.
Do you see what the Dodgers have done, by the way, in the postseason?
Pummel everyone.
How many runs they allowed to the Brewers in a 4-game sweep? How many games they've lost so far in the postseason? They're not just, getting to places. They're destroying the opposition.
They're mauling people. Yeah, I already admit defeat. We don't even have to wait till the end. We don't even have to get there.
No, but we're gonna revisit this.
I mean, but if you know me, and only those really closest know I believe in the Jays.
Okay.
Dodgers, by the way, reliever. This is worth noting. Alex Vesia is dealing with a personal matter. He gets he's been away from the team. His status in question in terms of his availability. Mets, they bring back Richard Lovelady.
Yes.
On a 1-year contract. So if he makes a team, you'll be seeing more of him. And Lionel Messi extended his Inter Miami contract through 2028. That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
That's nice. That's nice. You know what we're going to do now?
Tell us.
We're going to take a break.
Oh.
And then when we come back, we discuss the Mets and the Yankees.
That was nice.
Having today off. And our football picks. And get some calls in there as well if we can. 800-919-3776. RJ, you're the only one still standing in Survivor, correct?
That's right.
So you'll make that pick as well. Our football picks, and this is not an easy week. Next, right here, DNR with you, ESPN New York. All right, let's see what's happening on those roads. And let's bring in, to find out what's happening on the roads, the great Debbie Duhame.
DNR, good morning. Have a fantastic weekend. Go Jets, go Giants. Guys, let's see what's happening right now with the PATH trains. We're seeing a suspension, Hoboken to 33rd and Journal Square to 33rd. It's all due to mechanical problems. New Jersey Transit is cross-honoring to help you out. Watch for delays 80 west of the Garden State Parkway with an accident being cleared. Inbound George, 1 hour. Lincoln 10, Holland 15. Traffic is sponsored by Mothers Against Drunk Driving. For victims of drunk and drug driving, your grief is unique, but you're not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call the 24-hour victim helpline, 877-MAD-HELP, or visit MAD.org. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
There's nothing the voice in our head obsesses over like our health. But with over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help answer the questions like, why am I so tired all the time? How can I get better sleep? My friend was telling me about magnesium gummy she takes. How do I even know if my heart is work stress affected? It's time to up my cardio. If my mom has something, how would I find out? It's time to get some blood work done. A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Long Island is brewing some spooky fun at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. We're celebrating this October for our $50,000 Witchy Wednesdays drawing. Be here on Wednesday, October 1st, 15th, and 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. when 2 winners will be drawn every hour to pick a witch's hat and win up to $5,000 cash. Club members can conjure up to 5 times entry multipliers. Fly over to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Looking for the best internet deal? It's just a fast phone call away. Only Optimum Fiber Internet delivers the fastest and most reliable fiber internet starting at just $40 a month. That's right, lightning fast fiber internet at a price that won't slow you down. Call 888-4OPTIMUM today to lock in your offer in just a few minutes and see how you can also get the Disney Plus Hulu bundle and an unlimited mobile line on us. Don't take slow for an answer. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Terms apply.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Just printed from the Erie Canal Press, the most coveted ticket, New York Lottery's $1 million raffle, hath arrived. 15 fortunate souls shall come into the fortune of a millionaire.
Translation, the $1 million raffle is here, and 15 winners are going to become millionaires. The New York Lottery commemorates 200 years of the Erie Canal with your best odds of winning $1 million. Limited tickets available. Ask your local retailer today. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
All right, here we are. Time for our NFL picks. RJ's going to run through the standings in just a moment. I was 1-2 last week. I believe you were what? You were 2-1. RJ also 1-2.
RJ was 2-1.
I thought RJ was 1-2 last week.
That was 1-2.
Yeah.
Oh, you were 1-2? I thought you were 2-1 last week.
No.
Oh.
No, he lost on the Chargers and he lost on the Texans.
Oh, yeah, he had the Texans with me.
Yeah. And then Raymond, brilliant selections last week. He went 3-0.
Raymond had a great week.
A great week. All right, well, let's see if we can rebound from what was not a great week for a couple of us last week, and let's fire it up, right?
NFL picks.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs and lay the
of DNR.
All right, well, it is now time for our picks, and they're presented by Ballybet and by Amazon Pickup. RJ, tell everyone where we are as far as the standings are concerned, would you?
I just listened to the Rick Sleep video.
Yeah. You got the video?
Jarring.
Maybe get that checked out. I mean, it's not much of a video. It's just an audio platform. But
why did you send it to him? I didn't get it.
It's not great.
This is a sleep apnea situation?
No, I don't believe so. It's just it's bad.
Raymond, off of 3-0, has taken the overall lead. So not only did he win the week, he's winning overall. He's 11-10. Rick, you and I are 10-11. Rick went 2-1 last week. I was 1-2. Dave, you also 1-2, 8-13. Raymond controls the board.
All right, Ray, let's see what you got.
Well, you've said it all along, and I'm right here with you. This is such a tough week. I think I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because I feel like I'm going to overthink this if I take too long. So,
you're going first. Okay.
Yeah, because again, I don't, and I'll preface this by saying I don't feel good about any of these, any of them.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll start in Houston. Texans favored by 2.5.
He's taking the Niners.
You're damn right, I'm taking the Niners. It's outright. Like what are we talking? What are we even talking about here? Going to give me San Francisco. I don't even know that I have to spend a lot of time on it. They just win. They lose guys left and right. They just win. And Mac Jones is he's not quite doing Brock Purdy's level, but he's doing pretty well.
It's good.
He's doing pretty well.
RJ Pearsall's still out this week?
I don't feel great about it.
Okay.
Pearsall though, not the game. Right?
Doesn't matter. Don't overthink it, Ray.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're here already. So I've already.
Feels like there's some confusion going on right now.
I've already made my decision, so it is what it is. And
it's locked in.
And likewise, I don't feel there's a lot of 6 and 7s all over the board. So I'm locked into this one by default. I didn't want to do this. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to Denver, where the Cowboys are 3.5-point underdogs. I don't know that Dallas is going to win the game.
Oh, he's taking Dallas again.
But I think this game, regardless of the winner, is going to come down to a game-winning field goal. And so, by virtue of that, it's going to be within 3 points. So go ahead and give me Dallas to cover that 3.5.
You think there's a chance Aubrey makes an 80-yarder this week?
There's a chance he can make a 70-yarder. I'll put it that way.
If he lined up for 70, Rick, would you think to yourself he's going to make it?
I don't think there's any question that he makes it at some point makes a 70-yarder.
100%. Which for fantasy would be wild. You'd get 7 points for a field goal.
Well, he had a big week last. I mean, Aubrey's the team I played against that had over 200 had Aubrey on their team.
He's a massive weapon. That is correct.
He is a massive weapon. And then for my final pick, we'll go to New Orleans. And yeah, Tampa's suffered some injury here, but I still like them to cover 4.5 against the Saints. Baker, not so great last week. Think he bounces back. Go ahead and give me the Bucks 4.5.
Nice.
Wow. And next
up is
we're going to go to. Actually, I feel like RJ deserves a nice early shot here.
Alrighty. I'm not picking the Niners, but I love that pick. I wish I had the stones to do it. I don't see how the Niners lose this game, but there's I don't know. Apparently, people smarter than me think they do. Anyways, pick number 1. Talked about the Bills. This is the week. Panthers, Andy Dalton. Bills to cover 7.5. I will take the Buffalo Bills. 14.5.
That grunt you heard means Rick also is taking this game.
14.5 is a gigantic number that I am not afraid of. It's taken a while.
Wow.
I'm in on the Colts.
Wow. See, this is
Did you say 14?
14.5.
14.5. Okay.
So he talked about not having stones to take for San Francisco. He has more stones than me because this was a game I thought the line was too big. I was going to be all over that. So, yeah.
The Titans stink. They stink. They're broken. I got to tell you, I one of my new calling cards, I think, just pick against the Titans. Numbers are going to be big. Just do it anyways. And I'm taking the Colts. And finally, we go to Sunday Night Football.
Ooh.
Aaron Rodgers taking on his former team. This is a Tomlin spot if I've ever seen one. Pittsburgh, plus 2.5. Pittsburgh's going to win this game outright.
Wow. Home dogs. Home dogs.
Wow.
Give me the Steelers.
Was I rolling on that? Oh, good. Thank God.
Isn't everything being rolled on?
And so we don't have to play the intro because I know it gets a little clunky.
I love the intro.
As my survivor.
Play the intro, Ray, just so we can hear the intro.
No.
Oh.
As a survivor, I will also tag team, and I wasn't lying to you. I will take the Colts.
We didn't think you were lying.
Well, we knew.
Tag team, back again.
How do you feel, Rick?
How do I feel?
Yeah. This is the basis of where I'm going next.
I'm embarrassed by my snoring. I'm clearly dealing with something. I don't think it's sleep apnea, but I'm ready to go if you would like me to go.
Well, go right ahead.
All right, here we go. All right, I'm going to start this one off. I've already said it earlier in the show. I hope I didn't ruin the surprise. I will be taking the Atlanta Falcons, and I will be laying the 7.5. Bijan got slowed down last week. I don't think this happens this week. They're a little inconsistent for me, but I think going home at 3-3, bounce back spot here for them. Give me the Falcons, and I will lay the 7.5. You guys okay with that pick? You like that pick? What do you
I like
go
that
with
pick.
it? Go with it.
Give me some feedback. Okay, with my next pick, I am going to take a team that just spent 3 straight weeks on the road. Don't necessarily love the half point. But I got Cleveland traveling to the Patriots. They're back, regular routines. Drake May has taken his game to a new level. This team right now is poised to potentially win the AFC East. I know Cleveland's defense is good, but give me the Patriots. I'll lay the 7.5 at home. So I'll take New England. With my final pick, you heard the grunt. I'm with RJ. I think that I was looking this morning. Josh Allen is 7-0 off the bye. Carolina feels good about themselves right now. They've been able to run the football. This is an Andy Dalton game. I think out of the bye, Bills get themselves right. I think Josh Allen runs for at least 1 touchdown in this one, so I will take the Buffalo Bills, and I will lay the 7.5.
That's amazing. You took 3 teams all at the same number.
All at 7.5.
Yep. He's big with the 7.5 this week.
It's a nice number.
Dave.
Hello. Let's get on the turnpike.
Hassam?
Let's tell Hassam it's time. Giants and Eagles.
Get in your car, drive down 95, and come to the New York Jets.
Giants getting 7.5 points. Eagles giving 7.5 points.
He's going to do it.
I'm not taking that game. All right, so let's start out here. I'm going to echo what a couple of you guys have said.
You suck.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to.
Fordenbaugh actually took the Eagles minus the 7.5.
Yeah, well, he's a jackass. All right, so Browns, Patriots. The Browns defense is very good. It's really good. But the Patriots offense is good. They're clicking. They're home. And, I mean, even though the Browns defense is good, can they hold New England under, 23? Probably not. Can they score 14? Probably not. I'll take the Patriots, and I'll lay the 7.5. And now, with my next 2, I'm either going to feel like a hero or going to be in big trouble this year because I'm going against you guys in a couple of these picks. I'm going down to the Big Easy, Tampa Bay, on the road in New Orleans. The number 4.5. Everything screams take Tampa, right? Except I just watched Tampa on a short week now, mind you, go on the road and lose and get beat up. And then they have to go on the road again against a feisty Saints team.
Are we doing this?
Mayfield, I didn't think he looked good at all. No Mike Evans. Ibuka's not healthy. They don't have their star running back. Yeah, we're doing it, my friend. I'll take the Saints plus the 4.5.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby.
It's
and
happening.
You gave me every reason under the sun to love the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tomlin in this situation, he doesn't lose. Well, he does this week. The Packers are just better. Revenge for Aaron Rodgers? Nah, what's the revenge here? Packers are a better football team. Jacobs had a terrific game last week. Love is playing at a high level right now. Played well down the stretch of that game against Arizona last week. Their defense is good. Watching Joe Flacco light up the Steelers was troubling. I think you can see more of the same. I'll take the Pack. Now, if the number was 3, I wouldn't take this game. But with the number at 2.5, I'm going to jump all over this game. So again, New England minus 7.5, the Saints plus 4.5, and the Packers minus the 2.5.
Baby.
Yep. We're going mano a mano, my friend.
I love when we go head-to-head. It makes
I like
the game
it too.
So much better.
I hate when it's like we all take the same team.
Yeah, maybe we should, Is there any way next year we pivot?
You're not allowed to take the same team?
No, we have to. No, we have to. Like, we somehow just pick the games that you can choose, and then we just have to pick from those ones.
No.
So we get more head-to-head action.
No, that's ridiculous.
No, I think it works as intended for now.
No, that's one of the.
Oh, you shut your face, Raymond.
Those are our picks presented by Bally Bet and Amazon Pickup. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations near you. Let's take a break, come back, and this is what we wait for all week long. I have a feeling this was very easy to do for Raymond this week. It's our plays of the week, and it's next right here on ESPN New York.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Let me tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. They remodeled the bath by my pool. They converted a tub into a shower. The result is amazing. Bath Fitter offers all types of custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, and durable with no demo or mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Plus, a lifetime guarantee. Right now, you get no money down, no payments, or interest until 2027. So start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com. There's only one Bath Fitter.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. That's millions of stories, millions of journeys. And behind every one is a therapist who showed up, listened, and helped someone take a step forward. Moments in therapy, like the right question, a safe space to cry, or a small win, can change lives. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally, and it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
To the net. Score!
The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat. Score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No! Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. I'm very upset. I mean, it's great news for the station, but for me personally, I'm very upset with this.
What are you upset about?
Guess who's on Gary's show tomorrow?
I'm sure it's some A-list guest.
I mean, A-list after A-list.
Well, I mean,
Eli Manning is on Gary's show tomorrow.
Yeah, we've never had Eli. Yep.
He goes, yeah, can you maybe promote that? I mean, I do so hesitantly. How's he getting Eli Manning?
Why can't he throw us a guest?
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hasn't he had Eli before?
I mean, why not get Eli to co-host the show with them?
Yeah, why not? You get Eli every week.
He's got Eli. He's got Carl Banks. He's got Tom Pelissero. He's got John Heyman.
He had Jerry, for crying out loud. He
had
had
Jerry Jones. You know he's going to have next week, 12:30? God.
Jerry sounded like he was going to keel over at any time during the interview, but he had him.
So good. Yeah, God, 12:30 next Saturday for Gary Myers.
I mean, I'm at the point right now where it's like, I mean, do I have to start considering maybe making a change here, making a move?
Yes.
I might need Gary.
I think you know what? I wouldn't even hold it against you.
I mean, you promised us A-list celebrities once a week the entirety of the summer. Haven't got one. Gary, right out of the gate.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, this guy has, get his Rolodex, would you please?
You're not kidding.
Holy
you got Eli Manning coming on the show tomorrow. I tell you time, but I don't have that. But he's on 12 to 3, so listen to the whole thing.
I mean, how about that? Like, I mean, you don't think that Eli would have been perfect on a Football Friday to talk about Jackson
I think
Dart?
he'd be perfect. Yes, of course I think he'd be perfect.
Oh, you stink.
I do. You know what? Here's what we do. Maybe next Friday.
You got to play the song.
Gary host the show with you. I'll take the day off, and I'll host his show on Saturday.
Play the song for him.
The Dart song?
Yes.
Dart.
For Eli?
Dart.
Get Eli to react to the song to get Jackson to come on. Make it a thing.
He already had Jackson Dart on his show.
Get him back. He just had Eli back.
Jackson Dart.
I give up. I stink.
RJ.
Hi.
Is this concerning to you at all?
The downfall of Dave's pride?
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be Dave's guy. Like, I mean,
it's not good.
They do documentaries together.
It's not good.
We haven't had one guest like this.
Well, you wonder if Dave's just the vehicle to Gary's greatness now. Like, Dave had
he used me.
Like, Dave had the idea for the doc. Now look who's right there, executive producing alongside. Dave has a show. Look who has a show with big guests.
You're right.
He's moving in on your territory.
Yeah, and he's taking on my babies. I mean,
He
Jackson
has
Dart, Eli Manning, these are my babies. Yeah, I got a Tully. All right, I got a Tully.
Just making sure.
I get this guy telling me, you got to tell him more, dude. I got this guy, you got a Tully. I got it.
There's
All
stuff
right, game time.
There's stuff to take care of, Dave.
All right, fine. Let's pay the bills. Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Devils, Sharks, 7 o'clock. Knicks, Celtics, 7:30 at the Garden. And the Nets, Cavaliers also at 7:30 at Barclays. And 8 o'clock, Game 1 of the World Series from Toronto. That's game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Gary says 130 for Eli.
Great. That's awesome. Thanks, Gary. Be nice. Sprinkle us a guest once in a while.
Right? I mean, throw us some crumbs, would you?
I mean, you had you co-host the show with us.
My God.
Do us a favor.
Ray?
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm great.
You want to get into plays of the week?
I do.
All right.
Raymond, guess what we're going to get into on the other side?
Are the plays.
I want you to guess. And specifically the
Knicks of the week.
That's right. You're good. You win a prize today.
Time for Place of the Week powered by Zip Recruiter. And boy, what a start to the week it was.
Go back to bed. Get back under the covers and go back to bed. You don't want to listen to this today.
Dave wanted to be put down.
Put me in a coma. Really. Not one that's going to last forever. Not like a Klaus von Bülow coma. Just like a garden variety. 3-4 days till the pain subsides, and then you bring me out.
It's all the Giants' fault.
Nobody can play up. You know, guys are going to be talking about, shut up. All of you, shut up.
And eventually,
the guys are going to be like, Dave, you're peeking a little bit, guy. Dave, you're peeking a little bit. Maybe move it. No. Maybe I eat the microphone. I'm furious.
I mean, it wasn't just the Giants as a whole. I mean, it's the kicker situation.
How is he in the NFL? Leave him in Denver.
He won a kicking competition.
Yeah. Against what, children? What was like the back of a cereal box? They're like, all right, next up, he's 26, but he looks like he's 11. McTanamanamani.
I mean, so many other kickers.
Joel Pinheiro.
I didn't remember that.
He can make, whatever his name is, Freddie Pinheiro. Whatever Pinheiro's name is. Whatever I don't know his name. Oh, yeah, the backup on, what's the guy's name on Green Bay? Havraslack, whatever his name is, 61, no problem.
Yeah, really. And nobody was safe from his wrath. I mean, he was blaming us in the group chat.
You were BTAing all over the place, though.
Smacked him right in the ass.
I mean,
very afraid right now.
Why?
Because
I'm not gonna hit you.
You never know.
You could verbally hit him.
Did you say hate or hit?
Either, but I said hit.
I mean, for a second there, it really sounded like one of us was going to get hit.
This is the first time I ever went to a Jets football game and wore a bag on my head.
Yeah, that's right. The Jets are not safe either, Purple Belt Mike.
How does that bag work? Does it
I
get
thought
hot
it was
in
going
there?
to be like super annoying. You kind of get used to it. It's not that bad, actually.
Why put yourself through that, though?
And this is what happens. You open that door.
It's already punishment enough that you have to go and watch the team. Why punish yourself by wearing a bag on your head and being uncomfortable?
Have you ever done the bag over your head?
No. I mean, there were times that I could have used a bag for someone else, but
why are you with people that are so ugly that you would like to put a bag on their head?
Yeah.
As you're lying there with, I mentioned her, you say, hey, who do you root for in the NFL? Jets? You know what you should do? Practice for the game this weekend. Put a bag right over your head, would you?
Boy, tough place. Also, peanut butter and jelly took a front stage this week.
I think if you really want to prove a point, PB&J's for everyone tomorrow. Sandwiches.
Okay. Is that what you want?
Everybody.
All right, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
I bring in PB&J for everyone. I expect you to eat it.
Dave was very proud of this.
I make a beautiful egg.
I do know that you use the microwave really well.
I use the microwave exceptionally well.
Paella.
Also, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, elite. I'm going to come back from the grocery store. My arms will be enveloped with just peanut butter and jelly.
It's
and
not what happened, by the way.
Bread and everything you could possibly imagine. Do we have a toaster oven at the facility?
We do.
Oh, this is gorgeous. Wait till you see this.
I can't wait.
Wait, what are you going to do with the toaster oven?
What do you mean? What am I going to? I'm going to put my head in the toaster oven and turn it on. I'm going to toast the bread.
I mean, speaking of that toaster oven,
I have my toast on the whatever that thing is called, the tray, and I look down like, why is there toast trapped in the bottom here? I said to Rick, I go, did you put toast down here? He's like, no, that wasn't me. As I'm moving the toast, ready to take it out, the mirror toast is moving in the exact same way. He's like, that's a mirror.
Well, we finally got that. Where's a mirror? I also got distracted a little bit yesterday.
But you're right. And this is, listen, who knows? Pay attention to me.
Yeah, he thought I fell asleep. Dangle your keys in front of him real quick. I want to see what happens. Then it happened again.
All right, here we go. 800-919-3776. Anyway, what? I got a lot of stuff going on.
Rick asked the real questions.
Did you not take your Ritalin or something this morning?
I don't take Ritalin.
You might need it.
Might need it. Enjoyed D-Hiff and Knobs yesterday. The story about Charles
Osborne, 68 years.
Super Charles
Osborne.
And his hiccup problem, and how do you cure hiccups?
Only trick that finally worked was drinking water upside down.
Like in a handstand?
I don't think you do a handstand. I think you like.
So how would you do it upside down? You'd have to be upside down.
But he went upside down?
Yeah, of course. Well, how would the glass go
I think
upside
the glass
down?
goes upside down.
Yeah, very poignant. Dave, thank you for starting the movie list finally this week. We didn't get to it today. We'll get back to it on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Correct.
I believe is what we said, right?
Yep.
So we'll get back to that at some point. But listen, the highlight of all that.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
Fantastic. And that brings us to today, talking about the great Jordan Hudson.
You just go click, 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 click on the delete button.
And it's not the only Jordan we talk about on this program.
Jalen Carter's back. Quinyon Mitchell's back.
Neither of those guys played the first time these two teams played, by the way.
That's why I said they're back, Dave.
Admit you were wrong.
No, I think I was pretty self-explanatory. I think everybody knew what I was saying.
I don't think so.
I got to take Jordan's side here.
Of course you do. That's fine. We're done. Thanks, Jordan. Bye.
So dismissive. And listen, I'm going to close the week out with what just transpired because we're talking about our picks. And RJ's taking the home dog.
Pittsburgh's going to win this game outright.
Home dogs. Home dogs.
Wow. Give me the Steelers.
Have a great weekend, boys.
Oh, boy, this is something. It's Rule 76.
No excuse, Blake, a champion. It's DiPietro, Rothenberg, and
let's go, Giants.
Right here on ESPN New York, and you can see us on YouTube.
We continue to